Happy Sunday, everybody. All right, let's flick on to ye old. That's the one. Ha! Hello. Hello. How are we all? Oh, Sunday, Pariahs, once again. Hello, Jump. How are we feeling? Thought you guys didn't start until 3. Was about to jump in and show you what I made in my womb. Nice. Also, very quickly, Durs, thank you for the 26-month, buddy. Lee with the 38-month. We've also got... Yeah. It is a bit of an odd way to word it, Lucius, I'm not wrong. In fact, you know what? I'm just going to bring you all in for this.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Since
Wait,
we're...
huh? What?
Jump being Jump.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. She was... in fact, Jump, if you're around, by all means, dive in quick. You're welcome to. May as well give her a bit of spotlight.
Who?
Exactly.
Well, you put her on the spot now. She wasn't ready.
I know. Hey,
Oh, shit.
Hey!
What's up?
Hello, stranger. How are you?
Do what?
How are you?
Did you push your brain? Oh, you've joined her as well? What the fuck?
Oh, no.
I'm doing good.
Good.
I'm
Congratulations.
doing good. Wait, what? What just happened? Hold on.
We don't know.
I'm lost.
Mom
Where was
brain
last time you
overdrive.
slept.
I actually got some good sleep
Wow.
this last night. So like
Good.
we're getting in a routine.
Did Blackburn get good
So-
sleep last night?
Is that the routine?
He
You
did.
sleep.
Dear me. Well, no, it's good to.
No,
it's good to hear you.
she sleeps about. Yeah, hey, I missed you guys. I missed all of you guys. Was wanting to, show you what I baked up.
In fact, just give me 2 seconds. My audio was just going to derp for a sec because I've just realised I've got my actual headset on rather than my in-ear ones. But carry on.
Fucking amateur hour.
I know, mate, it is.
I mean, I've seen what you baked up. It's a cute baby.
Oh, here we
Is
go.
anyone scared?
I am a kind and generous guy.
She's a little thing, and she loves boob.
Fair?
I
You
mean,
mean most? Yeah.
She's a boob monster. She's a
Fair.
boobaloob monster. Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah, that's about it. That's all that I've been doing is
Yeah. Mum stuff.
changing soiled diapers and being a dairy cow.
Jesus.
you can't milk these.
So I guess the
But I will-
question. Oh, so go on.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
No, after you.
No. Go.
Oh, I was gonna say, the question most of us then were are gonna ask is, when does Vanya return?
Next week, if
Really?
you guys are all right with that.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I think we've got a good enough routine going on now that we can return. And if not, I'll be hooked up to some kind of pump machine or her.
Wow.
Wow.
Love it, so-
Okay.
So, you got a week to write where Vanya's been for 3 episodes.
I've been thinking on that. I don't know yet. It'll
No.
be good though.
I'm
It'll
sure
be
it
good.
will. I'm sure it will.
All right. Well, I'll let you guys get back to it, but we're
All right.
watching.
No, but good to hear
Means
from
she can do the recap next week. Nice.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah!
Wait, no, she can't because she has no idea what's going on because she hasn't been there.
I mean, the recap's an out of character thing.
True
You
of
can handle
both
it.
Vanya and Jump.
you. Fucking hell. Oh dear. All right. Well, you look after yourself, and as I say, we'll try and, if you get a chance, we'll try and catch up later in the week before next session if you want.
Sounds good. All right. Good
Good.
luck today, guys. No one die.
Bye.
Bye.
See you later. Oh, it's good to hear her. It's good to hear her. It's been a while.
It's been a while.
It's been a while. Yeah, all right. Now I'm not going to break into song.
You sure you don't want to sing some Stained on
No,
stream?
mate. No. No. Oh, I don't want to, depress myself.
It's been a while since you've gone and fucked things up just like you always do.
All right. So, what I'm going to flick over some words. I'm going to flick us over to the usual screen. There we go. Welcome in. Welcome back. Episode 8 of Pariahs.
Mm.
It's been a while. It's not. What happened last week on Pariahs?
Well, Jed was really hungover.
And then he got a stick stuck up his nose.
Then I got a stick stuck up my nose, and my nose was bleeding.
That's because you fell out of bed onto the stick.
Yes, that's 100% correct. And you'll notice that Jed was kind and didn't accuse anybody of shoving a goddamn stick up his nose while he was passed out drunk.
Yeah, that was a bit weird.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
I was a little.
totally ready to blame somebody else.
I was dealing with the hangover,
Mm.
I had to get some more booze in me. So, I don't remember what happened before we hatched the big plan against Taban and Morgan. Did anything happen prior to that? Yeah, I think it was just fucking around.
Yes, changing form, having a chat with Asmund, and Cypher showed off his shape-changing abilities. If I remember rightly.
Oh yeah,
And
He had
discovered
the
his
fucking-
tail.
yeah, he had
Yeah.
the tail and the dagger and all that shit. Yeah.
Mhm.
So anyway, we were trying to come up with a plan on what to do, and Garrett, and then significant help from Reza, big brain plan to use our characters' shapeshifting and magic abilities to pretend to be Taban and Morgan and murder somebody in broad daylight.
Well, daylight's a fucking relative term in this.
It is,
Not part of the
it
world.
is, in front of witnesses, by the way, so somebody could report back to the guard. And we spent some time perusing Market Row for supplies, and then we did the deed. Broad day, dark, yes, Lee. Does anybody want to hop in and carry it on?
Sure. Where were we? Yeah. So we picked out a location. Nice alleyway.
Yep.
Nice. Actually, maybe not so nice as there was some nighttime activities going on over a barrel in the middle of the street.
In fact, what I can probably do for everyone is bring up the old map, because there is now a location on said map as to where it all kicked off.
Yeah, there is. Look at that.
What? Just blood.
He did get all kinds of fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
But we were nearly very rudely interrupted by some of Taban's men, who didn't take kindly to Jed being a drunken oaf. Luckily enough,
Played to perfection.
Experience.
Yeah. I'm a method actor.
Life imitating art.
but yeah, we managed to persuade them to kindly fuck off with a gold coin,
Double finger gold coin.
double finger gold coin. Yeah. The joys of prestidigitation, and then well, Reza bit a man's throat out
Mm-hmm.
As Morgan.
as Morgan,
Yes.
as Morgan, and then we just dismembered his body and made a pretty mess and fucked off.
But not before sending the courtesan to run for the guards that Taban and Morgan had killed somebody in broad day dark.
Broad day dark.
I like that. That's become a thing now.
That's become a thing already.
Ah.
And then we took back alleyways and ran our ass back to the Baron's Folly. I had a little talk with Asmund, and he was quite impressed at the job we had done, and he offered us a sack of coin or our pick of items from his magical storeroom.
Mm-hmm.
And then Reza got all snooty with him, pissed him off. And we fucked off because the conversation was over, as Asmund made abundantly clear.
Yes, DM got to channel his inner dick. I'm like,
I mean, she smoothed it over. She apologized. She said, sorry,
Okay.
got carried away.
Is
My
this like when
bad."
you ripped some dude's throat out in the middle of the street and then said we were protecting them?
Don't worry about it.
it's
Don't worry
okay.
about
It's okay. All right. So yeah, that pretty much sums up, you know, the last episode. You all eventually retired to your chambers of the Baron's Folly, and from there were pretty confident that you'd be able to get some days downtime, and I believe we all had a long rest.
Yay!
Did we? Was that a week
Yeah.
ago? That was a week ago.
It
Okay.
was. So, if you need to take it, if you haven't done so yet, you need to take it. Do so now.
No, well, it looks like we all took ours. I was just confused about the timeline. It's the 3 private rolls in the middle of the week that fucked it for me.
Yeah. All right. So, if I remember rightly, I gave you all a little bit of a task to go away and think what you guys have been doing in the 3 days downtime.
Mm-hmm.
So before we pick things back up, I dare say it's I'm gonna hand over control and the reins to you. Who wants to be the opener for today's session?
I will, since I didn't think of anything ahead of time.
Okay.
Go for it.
So, how long have we had?
So it's been 3 days. You've had 3 days.
3 days.
Of downtime. Yeah.
So, in the 3 days, Jed's been doing 2 things. He's been getting shit-faced at night, waking up hungover in the morning, recovering, and meandering his way by Market Row to see his half-orc friend.
Dwen of the Wooden Spike.
Yep. That's all he's been doing. He's just kind of been nonchalant / casually happened to be walking by her shop over the last couple of days on his morning constitutionals and just stopping in, asking how she's doing, letting her know he hasn't broken any stools yet, but he's working on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing too serious just yet then.
No.
No. All
Just
right.
kind of, making my presence known.
Sure.
Out in the York lady. Nice.
Very, very quickly, you lost the game. Welcome in. Welcome in. Thank you for that follow. I appreciate it. So apart from travelling into Market Row to have a chat with Duen, what else have you been up to? Or is that literally
Drinking.
just it?
Drinking and walking down market, just relaxing.
Oh, I will take that compliment to heart. Thank you. So go on.
That's all I've got.
Fair enough. Who's up next?
Well, my thing kind of. I need the other two for my thing, so.
I'll go next.
Okay.
All right, fire away.
So, Reza started prepping for this last week, but she bought all the materials she needed to make like a little swing for Cypher.
Okay.
So she is going to find a spot like in the area between the bunkhouse and the Baron's Folly.
Sure.
Like maybe there's a dead tree or something that she can install a rope swing with a little plank seat for him to learn how to swing.
All right. In fact, yes. Let's just. I want to know a bit more about this. So you've spent a few days. You've assembled this swing on. It's not so much a tree, but there are various vines and really thick ivy that grows up the sides of the buildings in Novostoya. Easily enough to support the weight of someone. Are you keeping it secret for now, or?
She's trying to get it all done in like one afternoon. Like she's prepped beforehand. Like she's got the plank of wood, so she made like a couple notches in the side for to hold securely within the rope, and she wrapped one end, like she cut the piece of rope in half, and she wrapped one end around each side of the seat, and then she's gonna look for a good spot and like kind of climb up there, and then tie the other ends of the ropes, and then as soon as she's done, go find Cypher to show him the swing.
I would imagine you'd do this at a point where Cypher and the rest of the crew would be around the Folly. Cypher, where would you be if Reza?
If I'm not in my room, then probably in the bar itself. Either or. Probably's in my room, playing with my Narjack or trying to.
Okay.
Is that what we're calling it?
That's what we call it now. Yeah.
That's what we're calling it. Yeah.
So that's the first thing. She was probably the next morning, like a nice, relaxing crafting activity. So she gets her swing all set up, and then she'll walk into the bar and look around for Cypher.
Obviously, he's not there, and you pointed from Francis comes out of the kitchen. Yeah, who are you looking? Oh, who are you looking for?
Francis, have you seen Cypher yet this morning?
I've been some toast upstairs for him for a little bit, but apart from that, he'll be up there. He's been fucking about one of them trap things, yeah. From downstairs.
Right. Okay. Thank you. Did he take his toast with him already, or?
No,
I did.
Oh, he runs more. You see Francis just head back into the kitchen. A few moments later, he comes back with a wooden plate with a few slices of somewhat charred bread. We're talking to you. It left it a little longer over the open flame than one would normally do.
Oh, sure, it's her fault. Okay.
Always.
Thank you. I'll take this upstairs.
Yeah.
Might save you the trip.
I could do the exercise as well. If you ever get you want someone to have a good fuck with, then, let me know, yeah.
Your svelte figure would exercise. Pfft, come on.
Yeah, I'm pretty buff. And you just see Francis just flex his arms for a moment, tries to lean in to kiss the obviously missing bicep muscle, and then just makes his way back into the kitchen.
Right. Okay. So she's gonna then carry the plate upstairs and pop into their room and see if Cypher's there. Cypher?
Yeah.
I've got your toast for you.
Okay. And you see him just trying to prise his fingers into the mouth of this Noljack so he can get it open.
But,
It just won't work.
maybe just, well, I've got your toast. I've also got a surprise for you outside. Maybe just, you'll need your fingers for it.
Roll me a dexterity saving throw, quick, Cypher.
Oh. Hitting.
It's at that moment with your attention towards Reza, the Noljack suddenly just leaps into animation and the jaws open up by about a centimetre or two, and at the last minute you just manage to move your finger aside as you hear this cling.
Not this time. Ah, you missed.
The animated trap just sits there, immobile, and doesn't move or respond.
I'll put it back in the sack. Okay. I'm bored of this thing anyway. Doesn't listen to me.
Well, maybe if you give it a name, and be nice to it. It might, oh no, never mind. No, that's silly. Here's your toast.
Okay. He just takes a slice of toast off the top. Okay. What's a swing?
Well, come, I'll show you. Come on.
Okay.
So she leads him downstairs. She left the plate of toast in their room because she's not gonna carry a fucking plate of toast all over the place.
Mhm.
Snacks later on, don't worry about it.
Yeah. Leads him downstairs and outside and stands proudly in front of this shitty looking plank of wood tied to slightly moldy rope hanging from a thick vine that crosses over the area between the bunkhouse and the Baron's Folly, and gestures to it and says, Cypher, this is a swing. And you sit here.
Oh, you sit on it. I thought you wrapped it around your neck and that's how you swing. No?
That's called something very different. That's a noose.
A noose.
Yes, that's how you kill people.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't want to kill you. This is supposed to be fun. I had one when I was a little girl. And what you do is you sit on it and you hold the rope with both hands, one on each side, and then you use your feet to kind of like kick off gently, and then you just start swinging back and forth.
Okay. And you're gonna watch Cypher just make a proper, just a cock's ear of trying to get on this thing. I can't. What the? It keeps swinging round, and I don't get it.
Right. Okay. So here, I'll hold the plank steady. You sit on it.
Okay. Now what?
He's got Cypher just sat hanging onto these ropes.
All right. You're holding on tight.
Yep.
Feet off the ground.
And you see him just raise his legs. Yep.
Reza goes behind him and gently pushes him to start him swinging.
He does nothing, just swings. And then slowly stops. Again!
His head pops out from the side of the Baron's Folly, from the kitchen door, the exterior kitchen door. And Falco looks at him like, what the fuck are you lot doing? What's that? Why is there a swing? He looks at Reza and then to Cypher. Actually, you know what?
Come play the swing.
I'll. Last time a swing was involved with you, it was a different thing, Red. I'll be inside. And with that, Falco just closes the door, heads back in.
You play swings with Falco?
No. No fucking idea what he's talking about.
Okay. Again.
She pushes him again and keeps pushing him.
It's pretty cool.
I'm going to ask Cypher, how long does this go on for?
This goes on until all you hear is again, until Reza gets sick and tired of it.
So in that case, Reza, how long would this go on for?
Maybe about half an hour to an hour.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Damn.
That's dedication.
Proper dedication.
Yeah. And then she says to Cypher, it's lots of fun, isn't it?
This is pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, well, you know how we have to recruit more people for the gang, right? So I thought having something like fun like this be like, like side benefit, like another selling point, kind of. What do you think?
I like it.
She's got images of all these rough and ready like bandits just on this swing. That's gonna be great.
Recreational activities. Wholesome.
Giant, 6 foot burly machine of a man. Like,
Oh, that would break it for sure.
Again. Push me a little twerp. Come on, you fuckers. Carry on.
Well, I was planning to go down to Market Road today, see if I can't find Isabel, see how she's doing. Want to come with me?
Yeah, sure. That'll be good.
Right,
My
let's go
butt's
see.
starting to hurt anyway. And instead of stepping off the swing, he lets go with his hands and just falls backwards.
Into Reza?
No, onto the floor.
Oh.
Oh, my legs are dead.
She attempts to help him up. Here, take my hand. I'll help you up.
Okay. I'm okay. I'm okay.
I'm picturing her just dragging him back in to the Baron's Folly with his legs sticking straight out.
You drag him into the side door through the kitchen. Through the kitchen, Falco's resting against the wall talking with Francis, and they both just see Reza enter through the side door, dragging Cypher. And they just stare, both of them stare, saying absolutely nothing as you make your way through the other door into the bar proper.
So she's going to check around and see if anybody else wants to go with her down to Market Row. Look around the bar room.
Anyone go to Market Row with the Reza and Cypher?
What time of morning is it?
It's down to Reza.
I'd say probably it's like 10-ish, 9:30, 10-ish, like a couple hours before we open properly.
Okay, then I would say Jed's down in the bar.
Okay. Jed, I'm gonna hop down to Market Row. You want to come with?
Oh, sure. Why not? Let me pack a lunch. And he walks over to the bar. Francis! Bottle, sir. Thank you.
Oh, Falco pokes his head out the kitchen door. For fuck's sake, I'm trying to have a chat. Look, Francis, I'll be downstairs in the cellar. I've got, a few things. So you just sort what you need out for this oath and meet me down there. No offense, Jed. He's fucking busy. Busy. Not slept.
What are you going on about, Falco? What's all this? Secrets?
No, not secrets. It's just fuck. boss is crawling down my fucking neck because, well, short-staffed, ain't we? I had no sleep for the last fucking night or two.
Yeah, well, we're gonna help with that, you know?
Yeah. Where are they now?
Yeah, we got a swing and everything.
Yeah, I saw. All right, well, look, I'll be down in the cellar when you're done, Francis. Francis just looks towards Falco, nods, heads towards the shelf. Roll me a d6, Jed.
On it. Yeah.
Hey. Francis just walks into the bar, takes one of the higher level bottles from the shelf, and half boomerang throw, half skim, swings the bottle over towards Jed.
Wait, does he actually
Yeah, he
throw
actually
it?
throws it, yeah.
Well, I will attempt to catch it.
All right, roll me a dexterity check. It's not going to be, he's not throwing it with all his might.
Wait, I'm on the wrong fucking map.
Hey, JJ, how you doing, mate?
Alright, dexterity.
Dexterity check. 5, and just. You managed.
Yeah.
You don't drop it, but it's one of those awkward catches where you're like, oh, fuck.
I fumble it in midair, then catch it before it hits the bar.
Yeah. At this point, Francis has already fucked off back into the kitchen, leaving you all alone.
Jed uncorks the bottle, takes a sniff, nods in appreciation, and slips it into the carrier on his belt. All right, Reza, I'm ready.
Right, so have you seen Garrett anywhere today?
He's probably already on Market Row.
Probably right. I'm assuming a quick scan around the bar room does not reveal a Garrett.
Yeah, Garrett's definitely not there. He's wasn't in the room when you awoke. He's not here now. He's done his usual disappearing act in the morning.
Got it. Alright, so I'm gonna head down to Market Row, and Reza is keeping an eye out for Isabel as they walk around.
Alright. You make your way, meander through the various streets, pushing past people, the odd angry stare from other ruffians, but eventually find your way into Market Row. Roll me a perception check.
Just her, everybody.
Anyone who's just having a look around, or if you're just seeing what's there. Oh,
We don't see shit.
you don't see shit.
It's a busy day. What do you want me to
It
do?
is indeed a busy day, and strange enough, busier than normal. There just seems to be a large number of people just swelling the streets, heading down, or well, I say down, heading up, sort of northeast towards the Carnelian Gate.
Strange.
Yeah. You don't see Isabel. You don't see anything else much of interest, just apart from a larger amount of people heading more closer, close to the Carnelian Gate, further down Market Row.
What's going on up there?
No idea.
Y'all want to go see?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. And Jed proceeds to kind of wade his way through the crowd as we head toward Carnelian Gate.
Sorry for following in his wake.
Reza kind of just tagging along behind them, still keeping her eye out for Isabel.
It would kind of be at this point, you'd pass Falmar's distillery, you'd pass through, past the Pious Pauper, the Wooden Spike, and all the other shops. So would you go in them first, or do you just want to go and see what's happening at the gate?
I think we just kind of want to see what's going on. I want to go see what's happening at the gate.
Yeah, we can check him on the way back down, can't we?
Well, I was going to say that as they go by the Pariahs, pop her head in and see if Garrett's there. Because isn't that where his medical lessons are?
There's the usual queue of lepers, beggars, and the deprived outside of the Pious Pauper, all with various injuries, ailments. And as you lean in, look through the grate for the window and peer inside, Garrett isn't there.
Never mind, not here. Let's keep going.
Okay.
Lead the way, Jade.
All right, everybody move!
Jed's just barreling through the crowd. People, those who aren't quick enough to jump out of the way or step aside are easily moved by.
I'm not
Jed's
like throwing
momentum.
them on the ground. I'm just
No,
kind of
no.
making waves through them.
Yeah.
I just pictured Andre the Giant.
Yeah.
That's what I was going for. Yeah.
Physic.
Yeah. There's still not many spaces for them to move, so they are, pushed like the wake of a ship in the ocean. And eventually you get closer toward the Carnelian Gate. You see just off in toward the end of Market Row these two giant red iron portcullises over two arches and multiple towers on the battlements that overlook the Carnelian Gate. And just in front there's a large open area, and it's here that you notice the crowd have congregated, and they've congregated just off to the left hand side of the gate where the gallows platform is set up.
Doesn't look like there's going to be a hanging today.
Now, obviously, hangings are pretty often here, but this time there seems to be a large number, easily a row of 15 to 20 individuals all lined up in shackles outside the gallows, and 10 of them have already been set up in this on this massive platform. You just hear the crowd.
Do we
now
recognize any of them?
Roll me an investigation check.
Did he ask her, did we recognize any of them? Is that what you asked?
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Should I roll 2 then? Because I was wondering the same thing.
Yeah. If you want to have a look, by all means. Haha. There are two faces that you would recognize. At least, one currently with a noose around his neck, and another one further in the line. One of them, in fact, no, both of them for that matter, would be the bandits from the alley from 2 nights ago.
That's what I figured. Jed
Yeah.
kind of looks down and makes eye contact with Reza, and then looks back at the gallows.
Mm-hmm. She gives him a slight nod, like, yeah, I recognize him too.
You hear the guard at the front with a scroll. By order of the court, those gathered here have all been tried and found guilty of theft, burglary, banditry, and therefore sentenced to die. Let this be a warning to all thieves, beggars, and scoundrels. There is no escape in the eyes of the court. Your crimes will come to light. Release! And with that, immediately you hear the heavy shutting of a wooden lever that is rammed back, and the trapdoors beneath those currently in the noose drop, and immediately all 10 bodies just drop down. The crowd silent but only for a moment before you hear the shouts, whoops, and cries of joy and ecstasy. Yeah, go on, get that bastard what he fucking deserves. Yes. Those brutes.
Question.
Go for it.
Oh, sorry.
No.
That little speech he gave before pulling the lever.
Yep.
We've obviously seen hangings before, I would imagine.
Mhm.
Is that like pretty standard, or was that?
Yeah. They basically
Okay.
any and all crimes are, regardless of whether it's just petty theft. The Crimson Court is always brought up as justification because
Got it.
there is no higher power, and no one will question it if the court's mentioned. So even if the crimes weren't, legitimate, or they were perhaps not guilty of the crime, as soon as the Crimson Court's mentioned by the guard, that's it. There's no way out. So with that, the people continue cheering.
Cypher's
Eventually-
like, again!
Another sort of 5 minutes pass before the
Different
next.
kind of swing, Cypher. Different kind of swing.
Oh, yeah. Noose.
Yes, exactly. Good job.
This time another 10 are brought up to the gallows, and some of them appear to be a little younger, young teens, orphans. And once again, the same speech by the guard captains read out across the crowd, followed by the pulling of levers and the dropping of bodies.
Anybody we recognize in that batch, or no, because of the previous
Not in that
roles?
one, no.
Okay.
No, the only two people who are noticeable would be two of the brigands from a few nights ago.
Got it.
But yeah, the vast majority of people here, men, women, children, all of them are. It's almost automatic for the guards. They just slip the noose on, release them, drop them, cut them down, throw another noose over, and this is, the City Watch do it with almost disturbing ease. And again, for a lot of people in the lower streets, when it comes to entertainment, this is probably as best as it gets.
Mm-hmm.
You just hear, look at him fucking twitching, he's still got some life in him. And with that, one of the guards comes with a spear and just punctures through his abdomen. And so brings on the last group.
Again!
Over to you.
Is that the last of them, was it?
Yeah, again, it just goes on again, and the last 10, they all meet the same fate.
So as crowd's like dispersing now, fun's over for the day.
Yes, yeah. You do overhear the mention of, that's more than they do in one batch. Yeah, typically it's 2 or 3 a day. For them to mill through 30 people is quite the spectacle. Hence the crowds.
Okay. Well, that was entertaining, I guess. Now what?
And do either of you have anything you need to get done here?
I'm just along for the walk.
Really? I thought
we could pop in and say hello to people and stuff,
I was going to say I thought you were along for the female half-orc, but I'm alright.
She's seen plenty of me the last couple of days.
I'm sure she has.
Okay. Did you say that there was a bunch of ruffians?
Yeah, nothing out of the ordinary. Just the usual rough-looking inhabitants of the streets.
I'm gonna see if I can find any of them.
They,
way back.
yeah, okay. So they were more like on the way to Market Row, so they would be on your way back to the Baron's Farm.
Not them specifically, just
Okay.
anybody that
Anyway,
that
all right, yeah.
that kind of looks kind of rough, maybe a little bit skinned.
Just throw me one last investigation from everyone, and I'll base some bits on these rolls. Nice.
Fucking.
Not so nice. All right. So you begin to work your way back through Market Row, passing by Folmar's distillery. You do notice that at this time there seems to be at least 3 or 4 more keyholes in the door outside the distillery, as if he's added some new locks relatively recently.
Oh. Will we go inside? Will we going to say hello? Or?
Come.
I mean, again, you for the sake of time, we'll say that you managed to visit Folmar. You pop into Cider's kitchen and a few other bits and pieces. And apart from the rumor that, again, there seems to have been a bit of an uptick of activity north with guard patrols bringing back ruffians and other thugs. Market Row itself seems to be a lot quieter. And eventually you find yourself outside the Wooden Spike, Dwen's residence.
Let's go see Dwen.
Alright. She makes like this grandiose gesture to Jed, like, after you, lover boy.
You broke any chairs yet?
Not yet. Trust me, it's a regular topic of contention between us. Anyway, let's go. And Jed walks in like he's a regular, because he is.
Garrett,
Hello.
what do they find upon stepping into the Wooden Spike?
Garrett, deep in conversation with Dwen.
Found him.
Yeah, we found him. Hey, Garrett.
Hi, Jed. Hi, guys.
What's going on here then?
Well, do you want to tell him or should I? And she smirks towards Garrett.
I think he'll be better coming from me.
Yeah, you don't want him to, get upset now.
What?
She winks at Garrett.
I'm trying to buy caltrops.
Caltrops?
Yeah. Little spiky things. Try them on the floor. There's always a point sticking up.
Yeah,
Stops people.
Yeah, I know what they are. I'm just, why?
It's not one some.
Oh, well, simple enough.
And of all the people here, Dwen is the only person I could think of that could help me make them.
Yeah, it's been a while since, been nailed, so thought I'd just get a few together.
Jed goes red in the face.
Sounds like not someone isn't fulfilling his duty.
Yeah, the large half-orc folds her arms, looks back to Jed and just grins. Well, welcome back. I thought I only saw you, yesterday. Can't keep away, eh?
Well, you know, last couple of days were recreational. Now we're on business. Probably see me pretty often. Both lining up, you know.
I hope so. Really do.
Jed kind of awkward shuffles in place. Reza Cypher, what were we coming here for?
I believe we're coming here for you to flirt.
No, that's just a consequence. Surely we had some other other business.
I don't know what's going on, but Dwen looks really happy, so I think my work here is done.
No, I mean, I love Dwen, but I've nothing I need right now. She set me up real good last time. And she throws Dwen a wink.
Dwen,
Yes?
have you seen any peoples kind of down on the luck? Look like they need some coin.
She, looks over her shoulder, and there's a group of about 4 or 5 guys sat on some rickety stools in the corner. What, like them?
Yeah, like a fuck you, Dwen. And he hugs her. Well, half hugs her. He gets his arms like halfway around her.
she just puts her hand on top of Cypher's head. Well, they're Garrett's friends, not mine.
Oh, Garrett's friends? Oh, never mind. It's too late. Am I too late, Garrett?
You're never.
Alright. Pulls up his pants a bit more. I got this. He stalks over to the group of miscreants.
They look at... Oh, the foxies. What do you want?
I work with Garrett.
Oh, sorry. Sorry about that. Just, you know, don't normally see a little kid coming up to us. What can I do for you?
This is the first time he's been referred to as a kid.
Oh, bear with me. Need to restart the music because that just shut itself.
Sounds like it's where maybe so.
Yeah, I think Discord is taking a.
Stone shit.
Everybody's robot.
Have we all gone out?
Oh, it's terrible.
Robots. Alright, everyone's robotic, so Discord itself took a shit by the sounds of it. Alright. So, bear with me, ladies and gentlemen. Put that in there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. Let me change this to that. Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello?
Voices.
Oh,
There we go. I've changed it to US East server rather than EU.
works.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
God damn it, Discord. Okay. Yep, we're good.
We're good? Cool.
We're good.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you just approach the guy and he's like, so have you been called a kid before? I think you have once, if I remember rightly, by someone in the tavern.
Okay, yeah.
But that was quite a while back.
Yeah, people just don't usually refer to me as a child. I'll let it slide. I'll be like, okay.
So, what are you, like the errand boy?
Yeah, I do errands. Yeah, all the time.
Yeah.
Well, you looking for work?
I mean, I wouldn't say no to it. I am somewhat down on me luck, you could say. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah.
Yeah. The man leans forward, rests an elbow on his knee, and looks at Cypher. Why? What sort of work are we talking about? Your little your friend over there, and he motions towards Garrett. You said something about needing strong lads. This muscle work.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like guard duty on the doors and patrols. You know, make sure everybody's okay. And everybody's paying.
All right. The man looks to the others gathered, and one of them leans in. So, how much are we talking for coin, eh?
Depends on the work. Depends on how good you do. If you do really, really good, you get a couple of silver. Yeah.
Fucking
For one job?
silver. And like, oh, you know, all right. And, yeah, why not? We'll follow you. We'll give it a crack.
Oh yeah, you can come with us.
And he looks over his shoulder towards Jed. Like, fucking hell, he's a big red. And who's the? Oh, hello there, love. Stares at Reza.
She's ignoring him.
Oh, fiery. Yeah. She one of yours, eh, mate? Do we get to work with her as well?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, were you talking to me?
Yeah. You've got that glare that could murder me in my sleep without even trying.
Yeah, she could well murder you in your sleep.
The bandit sort of nods slowly. Yeah, I could. I can tell. Name's Gruger, and he extends a hand towards Cypher.
Cypher grabs his thumb, he shakes it.
I'll sure that'll do, I guess. Yeah.
I'm
Gruger
Cypher.
Hell. Cypher, Gruger, right. Well, these are just some friends of mine that I've known for a while. Recently out of a job.
Oh yeah, where did you used to work?
Oh, just up north in little district. It's got a bit heavy. Guards patrolling around.
Yeah? Why?
Alright.
Does Reza recognize any of them from the thanked table?
Roll me an investigation check.
Oh, you sounded way too smug right there. Alright. Nope, that's intimidation.
$14. As you hear the voice and begin to sort of take a little more notice and look over, this man called Gruger does appear to be familiar. He was one of the men sat around the table. Didn't say a great deal before, but he was at the thanked table.
Oh, you work up north. Maybe you know a mutual friend. Maybe we have a mutual friend, I should say. Heard of a lady named Shayla?
Ah, aye. Well, honestly, I'd rather forget all that shit, to be honest. It's, I don't know.
Oh?
Yeah, something's not right about that. It's, what? Hey, past the past. That's why I'm here now. Get away from all that shite. Fuck 'em.
Well, I haven't seen her in a few months. She's still about, or she been hung yet?
I couldn't tell you, to be honest.
Strange. Right.
He narrows his eyes towards Reza and just slowly nods.
Fair enough.
So, it's job. What's as long as it doesn't mean I have to go into Portal District, I'll take it.
No. Yeah, we usually work down this way, you know.
Oh, well, you got
Yeah,
my
from
attention.
Market Raw over to the river.
Yeah.
Hmm.
All right. Well, I guess you've got my attention. I'll come and have a chat with your boss, if nothing else. Me and the lads will I'll follow you. How's that sound, lads? And you just hear this. Yeah, all right. Oh, that's all right. That's fine. We'll give it a crack.
Oh, you want some toast? And Cypher pulls out some crumbled up toast that's been in his pocket all morning.
One of the men's like, oh yeah, I'll have some of that. That looks pretty tasty, actually. I've not had out to eat today. Snatches
It's like
the
my
other
hands are over.
toast.
He's like,
Yeah.
yeah, toast. Okay, I'm gonna go talk to Garrett while he's doing stuff, and you just follow on when we'll yeah.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. So, meanwhile, with this, what else is going on?
Reza would try and steal a moment before they leave the shop and ask Dwen if she's seen Isabel around.
Dwen looks over towards Reza and shakes her head. I haven't actually. I've not seen her for. It's been a few days now, at least, if not more. Since the. Well. Yeah, easily 3 days, 4 days, maybe.
If you do see her, would you mind sending me a note? Let me know. I'm a bit worried about her.
Yeah, that's fine. I've not got a problem with that. Of course I will.
Appreciate it.
So with that, she nods before turning her attention back to Garrett. So, nails bent, forge welded in the middle. That's the best I can do.
What a coach up is.
Sorry, Lee, you're very quiet, buddy. Breaking up
Better?
a bit. There we go, I think. So,
Fucking
forge weld in the
Discord.
middle. Have a look. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm
You
good.
okay?
I'm good. I'm good with with what's to with yeah. I'm good with that.
Yeah.
How many are we
lost
talking?
my train of
Forge weld in the middle. Nails. Yes. How many?
thought. About 50 odd.
All right. If you can give me, say, a couple of hours, and leave me with one of those louts, I'll have them delivered to the Folly for you. How's that?
Now, I've got a idea that might be beneficial to both.
Okay.
Are you
Oh,
busy early
right.
morning?
Busy early morning. No, I normally just. Well, it depends. I could be busy early morning. And she looks over to Jed.
He's always too drunk first thing in the morning. It wouldn't be good for you. Let's put it like that.
Ah.
Jed fucking gives a death stare to Garrett.
Shame. So no, at this moment in time, I am not busy in my mornings. Why?
Well, I'm usually at a loose end, and I like to learn how to do things for myself. Can't be relying on other people all the while. How about I pay you to train me how to do things like this for myself? I'm willing to buy the tools required, and you'll get some unskilled labour, hopefully turning to skilled. And,
Well, I'll not turn down an apprentice for a little while. I'll work you hard, though. Not as hard as I would work someone else over, but as she's saying it, she's just maintaining eye contact with Jed. Not as hard as I would work someone else over, but I'll still make you work.
as long as I get the training and information I need, I'm good with it, and I'm willing to pay for the equipment. And
Well, we'll sort that out between us, but certainly, I mean, you do need to put a little bit of muscle along those arms, looking at you, I guess. But just a little bit of blacksmithing, a bit of tinkering, carpentry. Yeah, I can teach you.
excellent. So we have a deal.
She extends a hand out towards Garrett. Big toothy grin, her lower fangs just ever so slightly protruding from her lower lip as she does so. Sure.
A bargain is set.
Tomorrow, swing by. I'll put you to work.
Indeed, master.
Oh, you sly dog! She, for a moment, time. It's I like the sound of that. And she once again looks to Jed.
Jed just kind of ducks his head and rubs his forehead.
She cracks her knuckles for a moment, just nodding to herself, and then, all right, so with that, if you could, do you want to leave one of the louts here, or do you want to learn to forge weld these caltrops yourself?
I'd do it myself.
Well, in that case, then, we'll begin tomorrow at, well, I say dawn, but early hours.
I understand completely.
Any of you lot need anything while you're here? She looks to the rest of them.
Reza shakes her head no, but mentions to Cypher. I want to tell her about the swing.
Yeah. Okay, so it's pretty cool. You don't wrap around your neck like the people up the top, right? You sit on it, and then you get Reza to push you. That's pretty cool.
And who are you saying this to? Just like the general...
Just everybody, anybody that's listening.
Gruger turns, he's like, you've got a swing.
Yeah, in the back alley, in between the bar and the bunkhouse.
Well. Alright.
You like swings?
Been a while since I was on one. You know, when I was a little nipper, but yeah, well, yeah. Alright. Give it a go. Just the other sort of ruffians are just giving Gruger the arched brow of what the fuck. But what I'm going to say, if there's nothing left here at Dwen, shall we call a quick pee break and a BRB?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Absolutely.
Oh god, yes.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. In that case, then, we will be right back. Throw on the old. Where is it? It's there. Oop. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we will be but a moment. I'm back.
Welcome back.
Tart. Oh, I'm a little disappointed our tiny troll left as quick as he did. Thank you, Sneeze. I was just saying I'm a little upset our tiny troll from the start of the stream disappeared as quick as he did. I was hoping for a bit more. Come on, just give me something to work with. Give me something to work with to throw back. Oh. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Do I? No, I can't mix Coke with Pirate's Grog. It'd be a sacrilege.
Got bamboo and apple.
Bamboo and apple. I can't knock that. Can't knock it at all. It's a little sweet for me after a few, but oh, it's damn tasty.
Very refreshing.
Yeah. Yes. All right, I'll take this moment. Sunday jump. Sunday. Treat yourself to one as a welcome back gift.
You don't get the baby drunk.
Exactly. Yeah, just the one, just as a sort of welcome back to D&D. But Dong, I'm good. We're all good. How are you? We're currently on a pee break at the moment. Apart from some of us, obviously. Or are we?
Could be peeing right now. They never
Exactly. You'll never know.
Wireless headset. You know?
Mhm. Let me just empty this bottle so I've got an internet nerd toilet on hand. Yeah, I would say jump. You know, just the one on Sunday as a welcome back gift would be a nice little icebreaker for you.
Just a claw.
Just a claw, or just a half a claw.
I'm back.
What? A fingernail?
It's just a fingernail, yeah.
Fuck.
Jump's hesitant to have a drink, so we're just saying, just have one on next Sunday, or half, just to get back into it as a congratulatory baby number 2, and she did it.
Or
You're not-
just open the bottle, sniff it, and that'll probably be enough.
Disappear midstream and pass out again.
Notice how she says again.
Oh, that was a good time.
God, that was a long time ago. That was crikey.
She matured a bit, it didn't happen again.
Season 1 Black Mark.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
before my time.
it was.
We were still on the Hydrophus, I think, back then.
More than likely. Oh. I've been sober for 10 months. Good, keep it up. All right.
Or not.
Or not. I believe we're all back.
Yep.
All right. So with the last few bits and pieces in place, Garrett's securing an apprenticeship with Duen for blacksmithing, carpentry, tinkering, and all of the manner of DIY crafting. You depart the Wooden Spike store with 4 goons in tow. Any other place you plan to visit, or is it just a case of heading back to the Folly?
No, that was it for Reza. She just wanted to look for Esbel. And that was all for my 2 weeks. Or no, 3 days? Was it 3 days?
3 days, yeah.
It felt like 2 weeks.
Yeah, it did. So yeah, with that also, you all managed to find. In fact, let me get a twist of fate from all of you. Just basically, it's a 1d2, but yeah, it's nothing. It's just for. Jed, you managed to snag yourself another randomer off the street to follow you, bringing you up to 5.
Damn right.
Garrett, you're currently rolling blind GM roll. You also get another guy.
So I am.
So you eventually managed to acquire another 2 additional individuals to take back to the Baron's Folly for potential interviews. So yeah, an hour and 20 minutes in. Reza? I appreciate that. As well as Jed. So, Garrett, Cypher, in the 3 days, anything you guys plan to add? What you've been doing in the downtime? So that was kind of like the first day. Go for it.
Before we did the plan, Reza asked Cypher if he'd do the face of a brother. And he told her he couldn't right now because they had to do something. But we'll do it better.
Oh no.
Oh, yes.
So we're going to do it better. And he's roped Garrett in on this.
So let me. I'll set the scene as it being on. So this is in the coming downtime, yeah.
Could be in an afternoon upstairs somewhere.
So one of the late evenings, Reza, yourself, Cypher, and Garrett are in the upstairs room of the Baron's Folly. Cypher had sort of dragged you along, saying, "Look, we've got something to talk about, to discuss." And it's there, with only a single lantern lit in the corner of the room, that you now find yourself in. Cypher, over to you.
And he goes, okay, so So you know how that face that we did, you said was like your brother, yeah?
Yes. And she glances over at Garrett like, I thought that was between us. How does Garrett know this now?
So Cypher tells Garrett everything. Everything. Okay. But now, with Garrett's help, you can show me exactly what he's like. I can hear his voice, and I can see his shadow and his face.
Reza starts to look slightly panicked.
Don't worry, it won't hurt. It won't hurt. You just gotta close your eyes. Think of your brother. Yeah. And then when you open them, he'll be there.
Cypher,
Yeah.
I really, really appreciate it, but I don't think this is a good idea.
Oh, why not?
There are people who want me dead.
Okay. Me too. I get it.
And I'm fairly certain right now those people don't know I have family. I want to keep it that way.
I don't get it.
And she looks helplessly over at Garrett, and she says back to Cypher, I want to protect them. So it was sort of like a moment of weakness when I asked you to show me his face again. I don't want anyone else to know what he looks like or what he sounds like.
Okay. Garrett, close your eyes.
Fucking.
Garrett smiles and closes his eyes.
That'll work.
So Reza just kind of frowns at both of them. And walks out of the room.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
fair enough.
Okay.
Sound of a closing door behind you. Garrett, Cypher, you're left together.
Well, I guess you didn't want to do it.
You tried. You were doing something nice.
Okay. Now what?
I'm going to go and speak to Mac. Do you want to come with me?
Yeah, okay.
Mac is currently in a room next door. Still somewhat recovering from the trauma. By this point, he's much better, but still not 100%. As both of you leave your bunk room, you just catch sight of Reza just heading downstairs and out. Instead of turning right to the stairwell, you turn left to the room next door with the loud knock. Oops, bear with me. I've just realised that There we go.
Cacophony died.
Yeah, cacophony died. So, with a loud knock, you just hear a booming voice.
What? What do you want? Who is it?
It's Garrett and Cypher.
Oh, fucking. Well, why didn't you say so sooner? Come on in, you twats.
We did sit. Okay.
In we wander.
As you step in, you see quite a large, muscled man, scar down the top of his head, under his eye, leather armor that's been dyed a sort of deep crimson red, and he's sat there, a couple of bandages still around his arms, and a tankard of ale just on the small side table in front of him, and he looks over.
Well. Good to see ya.
How you feeling?
Like shit. But, get in there. Get in there.
Good. Now, we're at a bit of a man-bear problem.
Right? Why was that? Was Asmund fucked up or something and sent all of his boys into some sort of dark alley to die? What's that? That wouldn't surprise me. Wouldn't surprise me in the slightest. Nah.
He can be a bit hard-wearing on certain people.
Hard wearing is like a fucking cheese grater, that dwarf.
Tighter than a
Honestly.
duck's ass as well.
I swear to all that's unholy that there are tighter things out there than that fucking dwarf.
Cypher's learning so much right now.
Mac stretches his feet out.
So, you fucking God, my shoulder aches, but what you here for then, eh? What exactly is it that you need?
Contact. Any of your people that
Context
might
or contacts?
contacts.
Because I'm about to say context would be me sat in here fucked. Contacts? Well, I might have a few.
Surely there's a few of your people that would have survived
Oh, yeah, there's a few. There is definitely a few out there.
that might be looking for some work.
Yeah. Now, in fact, where is that fucking dwarf? Because I've...
Shagging.
Mac just looks over towards Cypher. His eyes go wide.
You don't say.
No, I do.
Surprise.
Yeah.
Yeah, this...
And he paints,
This is me. Not surprised at all. No.
Okay.
No. Because that's all he does. Always himself out, tosses silver and copper at whatever takes his fucking fancy. And then when you ask for it, he's happy to spend it, that dwarven bastard. But when you want to get it out of him, no, it's tight as fuck.
that Mac takes another swig from his tankard. Thank you. My name is Coffee. I appreciate that, by the way.
All right, so lads, fucking hell, hey, there's a few. Yeah, that's you know what? Help me up.
And Mac extends a hand out towards Cypher. Looks at Cypher a moment and then shakes his head and extends the hand towards Garrett instead.
Get me up.
I start pulling. This fucking monster. Around.
Cypher's there helping, sort of.
So that Mac gets to his feet, exhales deeply, and then
All right, let's go.
begins to make his way, staggering, using the wall as an aid. As he makes his way through the door into the corridor and eventually further down towards Asmund's door.
Are you ready for this? There's a way of getting in there without him knowing.
Garrett watches intently.
You see Mac just reach to his belt and he takes out a dagger. Not just any normal dagger. This thing seems to have almost like a snake's tongue. It points. It's got two points at the end of it, and you just see he holds the dagger to Asmund's lock, takes his palm and slams the back of it so the dagger looks as if it's punching into the lock itself. But Garrett, roll me a investigation check, quick. Seven. You don't quite see exactly what happened. Or you feel a slight magical crackle, like as if some energy has been released from this dagger, and sadly that's it. But all of a sudden, you just hear from inside the room itself, "What the fuck do you think? Who's that? Oh fuck!" And you hear a scrambling of weapon and a crossbow being pulled back as Mac, grinning at you.
All right, shall we go in?
And he just easily pulls the handle down and opens the door, where you see Asmund stood there with nothing but a shirt on and a crossbow in hand, and a one of the regular courtesans just curled up in Asmund's bed with the sheets up over her eyes.
Morning, princess.
What's any response to that?
Worked like a charm.
Mac, Garrett's. What the fuck are you lot doing? And how did you get?
You know what? And it's at that with Asmund just peering at Mac. Don't tell me that, you fucking bastard. You know it. Why did I give you that in the first place? Fucking with a thumb, emotions to the courtesan in his room. I've just give us a few minutes if you wouldn't mind. It looks like my friends here have come for a chat. It could have knocked. Cypher, Garrett, why don't you stop him from just barging in my room?
Look at the size of him. I'm hardly going to stop him. Maybe if Jed was here.
Mac, just hands on his hips.
Yeah. Well, it's not the first time I've caught you with your pants down, is it? No. Fucking still as small as you were before, mate.
And with that, Asmund, you can see the vein at the top of his forehead just begin to rise, and he exhales deeply.
All right, look.
Oh, fuck's sake. Cypher, have you stepped into the room?
Nope, I am in the doorway. Soon as I just brushed up against the other magic field, I was like, nope.
Yeah. All right, why are you all, appearing before me at, what time is it? Fuck's sake, I've got another hour before I'm meant to be downstairs.
Cypher, why don't you run and get Asmund some breakfast? I think he needs it.
Okay.
Alright, that's fine. So, fuck's sake. Pull up a pew, have a seat. Mac, you look like shite. Mac just nods.
Feel like it and all. Anyway. Garrett. That's right, that's your name, right? It's Garrett, yeah? Garrett?
Yeah.
Gazza, here, right? Said that you've got a bit of a manpower problem, is that right? That's what you told me, right, Garrett? Gazza. Gary.
Garrett.
That's what I said. Fucking hell. Mm-hmm. Your ears all right? Are they working?
Pretty good.
Mac just slaps Garrett in a sort of joking manner on his shoulder blades.
I'm only pulling your leg. Now go on. Manpower problems, yeah?
Yeah, Hasman said we could do with some recruiting, and thought as you're not really in the trade at the moment, you might have a few names of some of your guys that might want a bit of employment. Obviously, vouched for by yourself.
Ah, yep. And I have got just the thing. Even my second's out there at the minute. He was the one I think who pulled me out of the fire. Oh, so I've got men. I've got good men of that. Probably about, I don't know, 12, 13. Well, again, I've been out of it for a while, so there could be less. Depends on if those fuckers cut them down. But regardless, you know, you slip some coin my way, Hasman, and I'm sure the lads would be happy to do a bit of business for you. It sounds like you've got some decent lads with you under yourself.
He thumbs over his shoulder towards Garrett and then motions behind him to where Cypher's now disappeared. Asmund slowly begins to nod. Aye, alright. I'll sort you some coin out, but I've got a condition. One little condition, Mac. Mac just arches a brow. That's don't like people barging into my locked fucking personal quarters. So, since you're not going to be using that thing anytime soon, instead of coin, how about you offer your lads to me and that little pointy trinket that you've got, and in return, I'll owe you a favour. Mac reaches down towards his belt, rests a hand on the stagger, and looks towards first Asmund and then Garrett.
I see what you're trying to do. Favour from the fabled Asmund Mason. You know what? I can see where you're coming from. If the roles had been reversed and you'd been crawling to me, I'd be the same. I'd fleece you for everything you're fucking worth. So, I will loan it out to you. On the condition that when I need it next, for whatever job, either you or whoever's holding it is under the obligation to do some work for me. How's that sound, eh?
Asmund shakes his head and motions towards Garrett.
Oh.
Mac turns to Garrett.
Well, that's my conditions. What say ya?
Whoa. You're making a agreement with Asmund. I just work for him.
Mac takes out this knife from the sheath that is his belt, grabs it by the blade and offers it towards Garrett.
Sly tongue, long fingers, quite a charismatic way of speaking. Dare say you're certainly the burglary type, and you could put this thing to use. So, the deal. I'll work out with Asmund at some other point, but I ain't going to be using this thing soon. And, well, if you want to borrow it, you might be able to put some use in. But, condition is, at some point you work for me for a job.
Asmund again just nods towards Garrett. You get the impression he's saying, you know, this one's entirely on you.
One advisor. The job I do for you won't be against Asmund.
All right, that's fair. And to be honest with you, considering the situation, I kind of owe Esmond my life. So I can dare say, with hand over my heart, that whatever job I assign to you will not be at the ends with our dwarven friend here. In spite of how we may look, right? Asmund's actually a good mate of mine, but he's a prickly fucking dwarven shite, and he won't admit it. Ain't that right, dwarven prick?
You just hear Asmund from the back. It's like, oh, fuck off. God.
See what I mean?
Okay, Asmund, with your permission.
Asmund scratches his beard for a moment. Sadly, what he speaks is the truth. You know, we do go back some way, and just as a heads up, that little tool that is being offered to you. And he taps the orb on his table. Catch my drift?
I do.
Good. Good. Don't get caught with it. Don't get it stolen. I can't afford to buy it off of Mac if it goes missing, but obviously at the same time, if he is willing to give it to you, then do you might want to fucking tell him what it is, Mac, rather than just saying, oh, here's a magical fucking poker. Mac grins.
Alright. Nothing too crazy, but any locked door, any lock, any sort of mechanism, all you have to do is just give that thing a nice little tap, and, well, Bob's your uncle, fella's your aunt, in you get.
I can see the use of it.
Not only that, sharp little blade, very sharp. And, yeah, it's got a somewhat of a, well, don't matter what it is, you stab something with that, it'll feel it.
So for the sake of gameplay, Mac grabs hold of his dagger and hands it towards you, Garrett. And what this will do is give you a +2 to lockpick him. And the blade itself is classed as just a magical blade. And normal dagger does 1d6, this does 1d8. I'll drag it into your inventory later.
Okay.
So, I may need it back at some point, so, you know, do make sure it doesn't go missing, aye?
I'll try my best, but I can be quite hard wearing it on daggers, and I flick out one of my sonic blades. I normally just deal with one of these.
The fuck is that? That's... Oh, here.
Mac holds a hand out towards Garrett.
That looks about as sharp as a butter knife. Go on, give us a cut. Give us a cut. See, I want to know how sharp this thing is. This sort of oogly boogly wiggly wobbly stuff. Bollocks, mate.
Are you sure?
I wouldn't fucking be stood here asking if I wasn't sure. Come on, here. Give me your best.
I slash him across the hand.
I just roll
And the
straight
dagger
damage.
disappears.
Roll damage.
Yeah, that's pure psychic damage as well.
It is, yeah. Oh, fucking hell. Roll me a twist of fate. Oh no. With that,
And that's how Mac died.
as Max stood there with his hand out, the blade just, and he stands there looking at it.
Oh. Oh, shit.
And as soon as he says that, his hand at the wrist just... it's severed completely and drops to the ground.
Garrett quickly pulls out his medical kit.
Max just stood there. He goes pale, white as a sheet. He's just staring at this stump where his right hand was seconds before.
Oh,
Why did you insist?
I feel a bit woozy.
And with that, he just faints, collapses, and just passes out. Fuck. Asmund's just stood. He now stands up from behind his desk, looks over, and shite. All right, get his fucking hand and just get it into the cellar in a box of ice or something, or in a barrel. I don't know. What the fuck? Why'd you cut his bloody hand off?
I only meant to scratch him, and he moved into me as I did. Here, I've got my medical kit. Let me at least bind it up and stop the bleeding.
Max completely passed out at this point. But yeah, so you would easily manage to bandage the wound, stop the bleeding. Yeah, he's transported back into his room. Just as Cypher returns up the stairs with toast.
I brought toast. What?
Asmund looks at Garrett.
If Russell were there, she'd say he might need a hand eating it.
Oh.
Hey.
Thrown you there, aren't I?
Yeah. Okay, I tip the toast off the plate onto Asmund's desk. Put the severed hand on the plate and cover it with a
A tea cozy.
piece of Asmund's clothing.
Oh,
Kind of his pants.
oh, yeah, I say his used underwear that's just been discarded on the.
Hand it to Cypher. Say, run this down to Francis and tell him to put it in the cold storage.
Okay.
Yes. The memes.
Now I do a good roll. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Maximum damage. All right, so with that, you've got yourself a new blade. Mac is. It'll take him a while to come to, as he's passed out from the shock of it all. Asmund's pretty much in the case of just don't talk to me. Just leave Mac to me. I'll have a chat with him later. He'll understand. He'll underhand. No, he'll understand. He might not be happy, but he brought this on himself, the stupid bastard.
I tried to tell him not to.
Aye, as me as a witness. Don't worry, he'll not be. I mean, he'll be pissed. Don't get me wrong. He will certainly be pissed, but he's the man. His actions and consequences. He gets it. Though, expect some sort of. He'll be demanding something for you. I can say that for certain.
As long as it doesn't cost me an arm and a leg.
Fucking funny fucker. Alright, go on, piss off before he wakes up. Oh, why do you always have to bring troubles to me door?
I intended to bring in manpower.
Alright. So, introduce Mac properly. Put Mac back in the cupboard. Oh, I love it. So with that, yeah. Your 3 days have passed, unless anyone wishes to bring anything else up.
No, I might kill someone else.
Well, I was thinking about asking Mac a question, but never mind.
Oh, you will be able to, as I say, if that's the case, we'll now push it towards the end of your 3 days of long rest. And it's at this point where you would find yourselves in the lower, in the Baron's Folly proper. About midday, Mac has been in the bar. He's been up for the day. You see him just sat at the counter, looking over towards Garrett as Garrett makes his return from the morning apprenticeship. And as Garrett walks in, so who would be in the bar? Who wants to be? Whereabouts are you all?
I'm just sitting at a random table getting a drink.
All right. So let's say, yeah. So Matt would be sat with you, Jed. You've just been shooting the shit for most of the morning. He's just been asking you questions, getting to know you, how long you've been working with Asmund.
Oh, you're a big lad, yeah?
Yeah, pretty big.
Yeah. Fucking hell. We should have a tussle sometime, me and you.
He never
fucking learns, does he?
He's still missing a hand, right?
Yeah, he's just got this blooded bandage around the stump on his right hand, and he's got a tankard of ale in his left, and he's leaning forward on the table towards Jed.
Yeah.
Jed kind of leans forward and gets his face closer to the stump. Then looks back up at Mac, straight in his face, and goes, "Are you sure you're up for that?"
Why? Don't you think I can? Hey? Oh, there it is.
I mean,
He waves the stump towards you.
Mate, took me by surprise.
If you want to tussle sometime, we can tussle. I don't think it's going to come out like you think it's going to come out.
No, it is, because when I see him,
And it's at that moment, Garrett walks back in through the door.
when I see him, someone's going to get me a new fucking hand, aren't they?
Jed turns around and looks at Carrot.
He stumped you there. Reza shouts from the bar.
Funny. No. Oi, Garrett.
Yes, Mac.
Whore. Hand. Need one. Not stump. Stump bad. Hand good.
Now, I'm working on it.
All right.
So, just to be clear, Mac, you want to wait until you get a replacement hand to fight?
Yeah. Maybe something like a hook. Like one of them the whalers down on the docks. They got them like hook hands, but instead instead of a hook, it could be like some sort of fucking blade. Oh yeah, they could call me like Blade Fist.
Mac's just grinning at the moment.
Yeah. Oh, I'd be feared. I would be feared.
Yeah, by all the hookahs.
Sorry, I didn't hear you. What was that?
Were you talking to me, Mac?
Don't worry about it.
I
Anyway,
know.
job, people. Yes, right. Meeting. That's the what I want to talk to you about. Gather round, you fuckers. Gather round. Asmund
As
has
it comes over to the table.
graciously given me permission to offer you a job.
Okay.
Is this a you job or an Asmund job? And you're just relaying the message.
Bit of column A, bit of column B.
Fair enough. What do you got?
All right, nice and easy. So there's a meeting that I'm, supposed to be going to with my subordinate, but A, not seen him for a few days. Well, a few weeks, quite a while. B, obviously my tavern's burnt down. It's nothing now but ash and fucking charcoal. So, basically said to Asmund, look, this meeting's going to go down one way or another. If you want to go in, take my spot, get the goods, you can sell them yourself, consider that my payment to you. Asmund, being the greedy fucking dwarf that he is, was like, you know what, that is in fact, you know what, that is a really good idea, something like that, if you imagine Asmund saying it.
I mean, I'm convinced that was pretty close.
Yeah, it was. That was pretty good, wasn't it? Yeah. Anyway, in a nutshell, meet my contact, exchange a bit of banter, a bit of coin, bring the wagon back with the shit. Nice and easy, no problems.
I'm really interested to see how we can fuck this one up, boys.
How much coin? What goods?
Coin.
And you see Asmund take his right hand and reach towards his belt pouch.
No, fuck, wrong end.
You see him stand up for a moment and reach awkwardly around his back, using his left hand on his right side to get his coin pouch. Takes it up, drops it on the counter.
Hand him that. Goods should just hopefully be on a nice little wagon. Just sit on it, ride it back. That's it. No questions, no talking. But
Okay.
Fine, don't worry about it, it'll be fine.
Jed grabs the sack of coins and hands it to Garrett.
They disappear into Garrett's clothes.
And where are we going, Mac? You need to, you see, when you give us a job, you need to give us information about doing the job.
All right. No, I mean, it's it's not that far off. The small cemetery just to sort of the southwest. A few of the mausoleums scattered around. About a good 40 minutes walk just out of town. Hey, where's a map? You got a map?
Sure. I don't have a map.
Do you? I can't really.
Yeah. No, pass the map over.
Fucking hell, this is a crudely drawn piece. Anyway, right, see this road here?
He points towards the excuse me, southwestern road heading out of Lower Streets. Very similar location to where Morgan stated.
See, I was just thinking that shit.
Where Morgan stated that the exchange would go down at the windmill. It's a little after there.
Yeah, just down this way is, should be about there. About 3 in the morning, normally when they turn up. Any questions? Take coin, 2 here. Give coin to man. Man gives reins to cart. You ride cart back.
What's in the
It's
car?
It's none of your business. It's you don't. It could be, I don't know. It's your mum. How's that?
Simon thinks about this for a second. He's like, Really?
Why the hell not? Sure. Your mother's in there.
I've never had a mum before. That's pretty cool.
Anyway, that's literally all I need you to do is just, bring the cart back. I'll deal with the aftermath. Last few bits of...
Single-handedly.
At this, he scratches his chin.
Don't worry about what happens after. All I need you to do is bring ye old wagon to here. That's all I'm paying you for. All you need to know.
Jed
If
looks
you're-
really disappointed
All
that
right.
his single-handedly comment didn't get a rise out of him.
If you're really that fucking interested, alright, it's a lot of the old shit that I managed to scavenge or at least bring out of my warehouses before the whole fucking thing got torched. Just a few extras.
I thought it had my mother in it. Seth was in a strop now.
And of course, there'll be nothing in this wagon that would get us in trouble with a watch should we get stopped.
Watch, no, you'll be fine. Not the watch, no.
He just grins.
If I didn't know you any better, Mac, I'd say you're a lying bastard.
No, I answered the question. The watch, definitely not. Others, possibly.
And what do we get for
Canal husband didn't say that actually.
Of course he didn't.
Alright, what do you want? What do you want?
Toast.
Information.
Information.
What? Cipher? Fucking.
Information and toast. Love it. Alright, I can do that. Anything else?
I'm good. Information and toast sounds like a good payment.
and
All
a
right, well-
meeting with your people?
A meeting with my people, I can sort that out. There's not that many of us, but well, looking at it, there's more of us than there is of you. Consider it done.
I am going to need a few moments to set something up. So if you guys could,
Go for a
Fuck
peek.
off. Great.
yeah, you know what? Yeah, we'll have a be right back in a pee break. That's a good idea.
Because I haven't been bouncing in my chair for the last 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's a quality idea. That. So it means I can get a few bits sorted.
Do 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 do.
Could do with some elevator music. Yes, it's one of those moments where I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to need this encounter. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, no, actually, that'll fit in perfectly. So we will get this in quick. Yeah, well done on, you know, cutting his hand off.
He asked for it.
He did.
I'm back.
It's all right, me and Dwayne will make him a
Welcome
hand.
back. Yeah.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
I've already got an idea for his hand.
Yeah.
A giant cock.
It's going to be amazing.
I look forward to it. Yeah, why not? We're just waiting for Reza to return. Yeah. That'll do.
Back.
Welcome back. All right. Okay, let's see how this goes. BRB banner, be gone. All right. So Mac leans back once again on the bench.
Any questions? Any more questions or any ideas? Anything else you want? Or you want to know?
I think we're good.
I mean, are there any concerns if we have to kill somebody in completing this?
I mean,
I ask this about every job, really. It's just standard.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Persuasion.
Oh, you fucking what?
Yeah.
All right. So, Mac.
hi. All right. Well, look, you've been pretty upfront. It's a few things I had in storage for Esmond. All right. He said he needed them bringing over. So, granted, the shit that's coming over isn't exactly mine, it's Asmund's, but I stored it for him. As for the fact that, is it dangerous? Shouldn't be. Shouldn't be. No. And,
Mac leans in, glances around.
Shouldn't really tell you this, but it's me and Asmund go way back. Way back.
Really? I had no idea. You know it so well.
Yeah, well. So he said to me, the other day, he said, look, mate, that shit that I asked you to hide for me, can you bring it back in? I want to start, dishing it out to the crew. I'm like, oh, that's all right. But yeah, it's A few antiques in there, a few weapons, bits and bobs that are shouldn't really see the light of, well, shouldn't really be outside. But he said he needed out of storage for something, so that's
You know where that shit came from originally? Like, I'm quite curious as to how he's got all this shit. Like, I can't wait to get my hands on it. So.
oh yeah, it's well, I know because I fucking I got hold of some of it.
Fucking crits.
Really? You back in your... Yeah, I shouldn't have... Yeah, I mean, you're pretty smooth.
No, alright, well,
Pretty
look,
smooth.
you don't. I know you're trying to flatter me. You know the risers.
The what? This is Callie not hearing the word you said.
You know the risers, yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Well, a few years back when fucking Countess Riser fucked off, her estate was, pretty barren. Yeah, and you get where I'm going?
And he just winks at the group.
She winks back and nods like, say no more. I heard nothing.
So yeah, a few trinkets. Granted, we didn't actually get into the estate proper, but we, you didn't hear that from me, by the way. We got a few things anyway.
Okay, what?
Yep.
Yeah, you see, yeah, okay.
Mac nods and grins.
So, above the table question, I guess. Does Reza know who that family is?
You've been investigating the Crimson Court for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Countess Riser would be one who has been missing for a very long time.
A member of the court who's been missing for a very long time?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No one knows
Okay.
exactly when Riser disappeared, or why for that matter, but her estate has been abandoned for easily 20 or so years.
Interesting. Okay.
So, bye. Good luck.
Okay. Liar.
What's the any particular plans? Anything you all want to do, or heading out for this excursion?
No, Cypher's gonna play with his non-jack trap until it's time to go.
Jet's gonna take a nap because it's gonna be 3 o'clock in the goddamn morning.
Reza's just gonna find a corner in the bar room and just watch. She's got a tankard by her, but she doesn't really drink out of it.
Okay, Garrett.
Gonna keep my eye on Cypher, make sure he doesn't lose a hand to a fucking null jack trap. There's a lot of that going around at the moment.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's happened before.
Yeah. I will get my pound of flesh, one way or another.
From your own people.
Eventually, through the day, the hour begins to grow late. Gets to around about midnight, and you all begin the final preparations to depart the Baron's Folly for the 45-ish minute walk to the meeting place. A small chapel with attached graveyard just on the outskirts of town. In fact, let me...
It's like we have a map.
It is like we have a map. So let me activate that. Copy this one for now. Do I have a church icon? That'll do. Alright. It would be... let me move that. It's not there where it's currently positioned.
Yeah, you said 45 minutes away. That's fucking...
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I see now.
Yeah. So, just a little bit to your southwest, just on the outskirts, past the more into the sort of farmland outskirts of Novostoya, there is a single lone chapel with an attached graveyard, which of course would be there in the location.
Is this a place that would be familiar to Rosa at all?
I don't know. Give me a reason why. Why do you think it could be?
I'll DM you.
Okay. Actually, I've just realised. Yeah.
Hey, you don't have to have my backstory memorized.
Yeah. I will say this. There you go. That's my response.
Okay, cool.
Alright. So, you all begin to make your way from the old Baron's Folly. Let's make this token a bit smaller. There we go. From the Baron's Folly all the way down towards... Alright, that didn't work, fuck it.
It was a cool thought, though.
It was a cool thought. Towards the old ruined, well, not so much ruined, but abandoned chapel. Again, as you begin to make your way down the dark, lantern-lit and mist-covered streets of Novostoya, at this time of the night, the vast majority of people would either be drunkards, beggars, men and women of the night who were plying their trade and services. Obviously, the occasional small gang of ruffians would inhabit each corner of the various streets, but nothing you couldn't handle. Eventually, after making your way down, this place would be like the northern side of the district of Khartov. Khartov being, a bit more of a rural district for Novostoya. Granted, the fields don't exactly grow your typical crops of wheat and barley. It's mostly things like mushrooms or other root vegetables that don't require sunlight.
Ain't a goddamn thing wrong with mushrooms.
And there isn't. Not at all. What I'm just saying, the vast majority of the fields would be either, various root vegetables or, the odd field would have just a vast array of mushrooms sprouting from the soils. and the constant smell of fecal matter would hang in the air.
Lovely.
Upon reaching the chapel, you notice that this small chapel's the graveyard itself is enclosed in a iron fence with only a single double gateway into the graveyard proper. Just beyond that, you see a single man, quite a frail chap, stood next to 2 horses and a wagon, just in the graveyard itself.
I'm guessing that's him, yeah.
It is. As you step into the gates, the man looks over to you. Pleasant evening. I am Daryl, the gravekeeper of this place.
Reza stays outside the gates.
Okay. Cypher, are you not in there? Did I not put you on?
I don't see him.
I just couldn't. Yeah, it was
I was
camouflaged.
Oh, that's slick.
Yeah. Yes, I'm Daryl, the gravekeeper. I believe you're here to pick up someone's nephew. Yes. He looks at the group.
Jed's gonna wait for Garrett to go up to the man, and he's gonna slide in behind him.
Nephew?
Yes, someone's nephew. I'm a man by the name of Messiah Spondo.
What?
Messiah's the name of the contact for the deceased is Messiah Spondo.
Is that what his name is?
You mean Mac?
He doesn't. And the man steps forward with a piece of paper in his hand towards Garrett and extends it. And there, under the dim light, you see Messiah Bondo. MAC. It does indeed stop. Mac.
Yeah. Oh, that'll be remembered. Don't worry. Yeah, that's what we're here for.
Okay, good. Name of the collection agency?
Let's leave that blank.
I'm sorry, I sadly cannot leave this blank. There must be a name for the records.
Maria.
Let's just go Mr. Silver. And I pulled a coin pouch out of my pocket.
Well, fine, never mind.
Mr. Silver Maria. Okay. With that, he takes a charcoal pencil and scribbles on the parchment. Good, good. I see. Well, I must say it's been not what I was expecting. He begins to
Why were we expecting?
slowly stroll out towards the chapel. Well, you know, it's quite someone to pick up this young fellow. Was expecting someone not like yourselves to pick them up. And with that, he slowly turns around, looks up towards Jed. A shaking hand from this old man reaches up towards his hat, and he takes it off. And you notice there That's beneath the hat is just a bald head, and two pointed ears extend out beneath it. And he looks towards Jed and tilts his head slightly to the side and grins. It's there you would see two fangs protruding down from his top molars. Or top canine, sorry. Yes, you're certainly not the people I was expecting to come and pick this up. Or at least I
Jet
was
slowly
told.
reaches his hand down to his cudgel.
I was told. Messiah's Bondale. Ah, shame. Shame. Getting people wrapped up in business that's not his, but alas. We have waited a long time for a lead, and it would seem that with you being here, Mac is not dead, is that correct?
Who's Mac?
Roll me a deception check.
I'm totally gonna fuck this.
Come now, there is only one reason this carriage would have been asked for, and that is because there were a few items that were acquired illegally. Where is Mac? He should have been burnt alive in his establishment.
You work for Taban?
For? No. We are just... Well... I work with her, should I say. And you, young one, knowing that name, seems you all know far too much. Far too much. With that, you see him just begin to reach up and unbutton the shirt. And as he's doing that, as he reaches his hands into the now open collar, he shreds his clothes, and there stands
Fucking vampire spawn.
roll me initiative.
Everything comes full circle.
Did we deal with enough of these on Black Mark? Jesus.
They are good to fight. They're good.
No active combat encounter.
Oh, it's my bad. There we go. So, as he rips his clothes off, you see a slight shift in his posture. So it would appear. Shame to say that I must get rid of you.
I'm gonna fucking kill Mac.
It seems,
This is a common theme running here.
who can be trusted?
Can I say that Reza has climbed to one of the tops of the gate posts?
No. You wouldn't have time
No?
to do that.
Miss, I wanted to stay outside.
Yep. So, as this, he immediately leaps forward, past Jed, straight into Cypher for mentioning Taban. Fuck it, we'll just go public. Oh.
I have a
No.
technical question.
Mm-hmm.
This is hallowed ground. This is a cemetery. Can Reza walk in here?
There's another vampire in there.
I was gonna say we're currently getting attacked. by
Well,
a
that's why she
vampire.
stayed out. I didn't think she could walk in there. Okay, never mind.
Yes. In a nutshell, there's a reason. Yes, you can.
Okay, good to know.
That's why there is this thing in here at present.
Got it.
And I will answer your question why later. All right. So 15. Does that hit, Cypher?
I'm going to use Cloak and Shadow
Okay.
as my reaction.
All right. Which it then has to attack at disadvantage. Is that correct?
Yeah.
So I will do another standard roll. Take the lowest 12.
That is my AC.
So it just hits. All right.
Mhm.
Immediately, the vampire just grabs hold of Cypher, pulls him in, and just rams his teeth into Cypher's shoulder. You hear this. Disgusting. And he will leap back. And bear with me. Bear with me. All right. So as this vampire spawn bites into Cypher, it just begins to shudder and convulse and pushes Cypher away. Cypher, I'm going to give you a 5-foot movement to get it to be pushed away from this thing.
Gotta go straight back.
And momentarily, the vampire just drops to the ground, clutching at its mouth, trying to scrape out whatever blood it just imbibed. Jed, over to you.
Well, Jed, seeing this thing writhing on the ground and a gap between it and Cypher, is immediately going to move into that gap. And it's a fucking vampire, so Jed's just going to start wailing on it.
Start wailing. Yep.
Target. It's been too long since we had combat.
T. There we go. Cudgel. Oh yeah, that does it. That certainly hits. 7. All right.
And then... I think I'm good for now.
Okay. Cypher, over to you.
Well, Cypher's gonna back the fuck up, clutching his neck. Come over there. And go there.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna shadow bolt it.
Okay.
Don't go on.
Yep.
For 7 demotions.
That's not some bad rolls. All right.
That's not bad.
Yeah. In fact, a bit late now, but it was prone.
I mean, I still hit it. I'm fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Reza, unless Cypher's got any bonus actions,
No.
over to you, Reza.
All right. So seeing this vampiric creature, she says kind of things to herself. Well, well, well. So she steps inside the gate.
Roll me a quick Arcana check. In fact, no, go for religion.
Okay.
Upon your feet touching the soil, what you would normally have expected to be hallowed ground, there is no response at all. In fact, if anything, this place seems to have been desecrated.
Desecrated. Yes. I love that word.
Roll. Yeah, in fact, sorry, I would say, yeah, with that information,
Yeah.
Garrett may also know. So both Reza and Garrett, roll me a quick Arcana check. Garrett, you wouldn't know this is desecrated ground, but if you are made aware, desecrated ground is usually not great for things that are dead. Or, well, let me rephrase that. Desecrated ground's great for things that are dead, to no longer be dead. Catch my drift. Make of that what you will. Alright, Reza, continue your turn.
Okay, so Dread Ambusher, since it's my first turn, she steps inside the gate 10 feet. She's going to attack with her longbow.
Okay.
Does anything change in the attack roll since he's prone?
You get an advantage.
Okay.
He's prone, and again, remember your Dread Ambusher.
Yes. That's a crit.
Oh my god.
So that hits. I'm
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So that's 18 damage to him.
Yep. Applied.
And then because of Dread Ambusher, I can fire
Get another
again.
attack. You can.
Yep.
Hopping the fence, the first arrow punctures into the head of the vampire spawn. Its head whips back momentarily.
And this one's advantage as well because he's still prone.
Yep. Yep. That hits it. Upper torso. The arrow punctures through.
Oh shit! I need to add something extra.
Okay.
Extra 2
Extra
from
2.
Dread Ambusher.
Okay, there we go. So immediately.
And-
Oh, so go on.
I was gonna say that's everything from her.
All right. So yeah, with the cudgel breaking through into the skull of the vampire spawn, and then these shadow bolt followed by 2 arrows, it already looks pretty rough. Garrett.
Well, this thing's just bit cipher.
Yeah.
And Garrett took that person. Runs around behind. This poor bastard prone.
It is prone, yeah.
Fucking not.
No, no. First swing, just through pure rage, you miss. You swing just a few millimeters short.
That's more like
That,
it.
on the other hand, certainly does hit.
So, we'll have damage. We'll have
Yep.
sneak attack, 'cause I know where the button is. What else?
For another 6. All right. Any further actions?
No, I think I'm good.
It's at this moment where this vampire spawn gnashes his teeth as he's laid on the ground, finally spitting out the last of Cypher's blood. He casts a hand out to his right, makes a fist, and then raises it in the air, and you begin to see around the edges, the various graves begin to rustle and rumble. The skeletal hands now begin to burst out of the dirt.
Poor Cypher.
And with that, fresh start of the turn would be the vampire spawn. It is going to stand the fuck up. Leaps to its feet. And with claws outstretched. The first one will be towards Jedediah. First claw towards Jed.
Wait. Hold on, I gotta read this ability real quick.
Mm-hmm.
When attacked by another creature with a melee attack, you can use your reaction to add your proficiency bonus to your AC to parry the attack.
All right.
Okay.
Do you want to do that? So that'll add up to an extra 4 to your AC. Do you think?
No, it won't matter.
Yeah. So do you want to hold that back? And
I will
scrap
hold
that
it
one?
back. Yeah.
Okay, we'll get rid of that for now. All right. So it's going to sweep out first towards Jed for 7 damage, and the second claw will slash out towards Garrett.
Now that one, I will
Okay.
use this on.
All right. Force them to attack you instead. All right. So I'll scrap that one and come straight back into you. 20.
That'll hit.
Mm-hmm. For 6 points of damage. And it's at that moment the vampire spawn, having just as it slashes out towards you, it's about to twirl to attack Garrett, and you bark out. And in response, fine, then you die. It'll slash towards you, and then it's gonna get out of dodge.
Oh, is it now?
Absolutely. So it's going to make a sprint into the gravestones and start leaping over them.
Well, I will take an opportunity attack.
You can't. You've already used your reaction.
No,
I
that's
can,
fair. Yep.
Garrett can. Oh,
Oh my god.
he's gone.
Swear, fucking god.
He's gone. I'm going to give him an extra 10 foot of movement to start making his way around that mausoleum. The crit fail. The reanimated skeletons. The first one is they're going to start just lining up, ready, covering the retreat of the vampire. Jed, over to you.
Okay. Well, Jed follows the fleeing vampire with his eyes and sees 2 skeletons posted up near Cypher.
They're in the process of trying to claw out of the dirt at the minute, so they can't really do a great deal
Okay,
apart
right.
from, just get to their feet.
Well, that doesn't change my action at all. Jed's gonna wade in and start trying to beat him back into the ground.
All right. First one. It's
Ooh.
as you bring the cudgel down, you end up just clipping the top of one of the gravestones. So instead of hitting it in the head, you end up almost like skittering off its armor, or what little armor remains. It does begin to crumble away, and you get the impression that these things have been in there for a very long time and are definitely not hardy.
Where is my... Nope, that's not what I want.
Okay.
Where is my action surge? There it is. So I will use action surge.
Okay.
And then... Nope, not that. God damn it, I keep clicking the wrong buttons.
So good, man. Don't worry about it.
And then I'll swing back at him again.
Okay. That'll definitely go through it.
Thank God. Also, now that it's the start of my new turn, I get my reaction back, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
5 damage is just not enough.
That's fine.
But you do end up bringing the cudgel into the chest of this old skeleton, and it just begins to immediately crumble and break apart.
That's good enough for my turn.
Cypher.
Well, Cypher doesn't like being bitten, and he hates this thing with the death of 1,000 fucking shadows. So he is going to cast a spell.
Okay.
He's going to cast Gloom Barrage.
All right.
So take, was it 3?
What level are you casting it at?
First level.
Okay. Yep. So just three damages. That's some good damage.
Some
right
fucking
there. That's
damage.
some good damage. So as it's beginning to make its way over the gravestones, you just blast it in the back. Well, if I let you describe how it looks.
It looks like his shadow like detaches from the floor and just like 3 orbs appear in his hand, and they just swirl and then fire like out like little black darts that strike it in the back.
The
And
spawn
then,
just... Oops, hang on.
and then I'm gonna use Meta Magic Quicken Spell, and fuck him, he's gonna get it again. More delusions.
So, yeah. 6, 9. What happens to it?
It just gets riddled with just these little black darts that leave horrible black welts in his back. And the last one cracks it right in the skull. It just goes skidding over a fucking gravestone.
You killed it outright, yeah?
Yeah.
Alright, and with that, you just all see this head of this vampire spawn just drop a few feet further than the body, and almost as if unwilling, the body takes a few more steps before succumbing to the wounds, and it begins to drop down. This black mist pouring out of the holes in its back, and for a moment you see the head, at least the eyes just turn to look at Cypher. The mouth tries to move before seconds later it stops. Reza, over to you.
All right, she is going to take aim at the one in melee with Jed that he hasn't hit yet.
Mm-hmm.
And she will fire with her longbow.
Hits it. Eight damage. Yep, that's enough. Plows straight through it. What happens?
I would imagine it's just the arrow just kind of takes its center of the forehead, and it'll just keel over backwards, legs kind of freezing upright in the fetal position, its arms kind of like curled into claws, and it just like shrivels in on itself. And then I will move up to stand next to Cypher.
Alright.
You have a better view of things, and I think I do have a bonus action left, but I don't want to use it, so that's it for me.
Alright. Garrett, over to you. Before you carry on, roll me a... I'll either go for Arcana or... I mean, for you, I would guess it'd be History. Yeah, Arcana or History. Take your pick.
They're both exactly the same for me, so we'll go Arcana. Of course.
Oh my god, man, it's the opposite for you this time. Oh! It's nothing too bad, though. That's all I can really share with you. All right,
Yeah.
over to you.
Okay, I'm gonna cunning action
Okay.
dash as soon as I find where it is.
Ah,
Um,
it's a good question. Yeah, bonus feature.
Yeah, bonus.
The icon just doesn't look like a cunning action.
No, I'll change it for you, mate.
Right. I'm gonna run 30 feet to here.
Okay.
Snatching up a branch as I go past one of the trees.
Okay.
Gonna run up to this fucking thing and stick a stake straight through its fucking heart.
Son of a bitch.
And then I'm gonna shout to everybody to get on the fucking wagon. And then with my remaining movement, I'm gonna move 20 back to here.
Okay.
And with my, have I used my action to stake
Nope.
that thing for the heart?
No, I will.
Right.
I will say that's a coup de grace that you could easily just do during your. It's not resisting.
I'm gonna yeet a fucking dagger at this thing over here.
Okay. You easily do so.
Choo.
What happens to it?
The dragon, the dagger
Dragon, where?
hits it in the throat, but instead of hitting flesh, it just hits the spinal column and just knocks the head off.
Nice. You just see the rest of the skeleton just crumple and drop to the ground. Its chest caved in by the cudgel earlier, and its head just rolls a few feet away. It would be at this moment that you all do start to see the ground from other graves beginning to shake and shudder, and occasional skeletal or even rotten remains now begin to poke their way out of the ground. Jed, over to you.
It's back on my turn already.
Mm-hmm.
Well, everything in front of him's dead, and he heard Garrett say to get to the wagon. And when Garrett says get the fuck out, you get the fuck out. So Jed's gonna turn around, pick up Cypher, and dash toward the wagon.
And it would be now at this point you start seeing even more of the dead beginning to rise out of the tomb and gravestones. I guess you're not staying to fight? No?
Fuck no.
No?
Garrett said to get the fuck out.
Alan, come back there and basically just say you guys, are free form to how are you going to do this?
So Jed gently places Cypher in the back of the wagon and hauls his big ass up onto the buckboard. As yells back at Garrett and Reza, "Let's go!"
Yeah, let's say she's. Oh, okay, I can still do things. So Reza runs for the car as well.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have to reload Foundry.
Okay.
Okay.
Jed takes up the reins and is waiting on everybody to get on the wagon.
Well, Garrett's gonna run and open the fucking gate.
Smart man.
Just for comedy's sake and to trigger you even more, roll me a sleight of hand check.
Why is the gate locked?
It In fact, no, it wouldn't be. No, the gate wouldn't. No, I'm lying. You went in, you stepped in, the gate would not be locked, no.
Because if the gate was locked, I'd have totally got that dagger out of my belt and smacked it onto the lock.
Yeah. No, but it wouldn't have been. You guys went in, the gate would have just closed behind you and the latch would have just gone on. So, yeah, no, it wouldn't be locked.
Then, as the wagon goes past, I'm just going to leap on to the back of it. Sit down next to Cypher and go, "You got red on you?"
Take his hand off his neck and go, "Yeah,
and start bandaging his neck.
do I taste bad, Rez?"
What?
He didn't like it. Do I taste bad?
No. He horrible
Like
creature. You were too sweet for him.
Oh. Cypher's sucking on the blood on his hand. He's like, I don't get it.
Don't worry about it, Cypher.
It's at this moment with Jed in the driver's seat, thrashing the horses. They burst through the gate. One of the wheels just clips the gate slightly, causing the gate to fling back. Garrett, you dive onto the back with a single hand, hoisting yourself onto the back of the wagon as you make for the street. And you notice, literally, just as soon as you exit the gates, the animated or the dead seem to just stop. And as you begin to make your way further down the street away from them, the last glimpse you get is of the dead returning to their graves.
Okay, anytime anyone ever asks us to go south, we don't go south.
No more graveyards, okay?
Or alleyways.
Fuck number store, we're out.
Yeah, fuck the shit out of mounts.
We'll just keep riding, fellas.
So yeah, you begin to make your way on the back of the wagon. The horses eventually from gallop to just a steady stroll.
As soon as we're away from the graveyard, I'll slow it down so we don't attract any undue attention.
And with that, what are you guys doing on the way back, or is it just going to sit there in silence?
I'm just bleeding and fucking leading the horses.
Reza is going to inspect the cart to make sure that it's not trapped and they're not taking an exploding cart back to the Baron's Folly.
All right, roll me an investigation check.
Really miss inspiration right now. I'm just saying.
Hey, you lot decided against it.
I know. It's better. It's funnier this way.
11. Okay, so you go over the cart, look through several of the barrels and crates, finding all of them empty, including whatever was stashed before. Appears to have just been like bales of hay or bits of wood thrown in to bulk out the contents of the cart. You don't seem to find any runes or items that may be enchanted for tracing.
Right, so she's... Go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, you get the impression that whatever was going to happen there, they weren't expecting to lose.
She's gonna shout out, Jed, pull over.
Jed clicks the horses and Pulls the cart over onto the side of the street.
It's empty. I can't find anything here. She announces to the group, waiting for their reactions.
I know.
I'm busy trying to wrap a fucking neck wound up.
Roll me a medicine check.
Medicine.
Fuck, oh my god, Lee.
I'm fucking done.
Oh no. I'll give him a 1d4 to patch him up. Since that was, it's not going to be a pleasant experience for him. Cypher, you're going to be kicking and fighting against it. 'Cause, I would say, Garrett's trying to tend to you in spite of your protests.
Okay. No, I'm okay. I'm okay.
Alright, there you go. You recover 3 HP from that.
It's 5 natural ones tonight.
I know, mate. I don't have a fucking clue what's going on tonight with Foundry.
I made 1 roll last week, and that was a natural one.
I think what we're going to do is get you in the midweek and just start rolling like hundreds of dice just to get it out of it. Foundry's got it in for you at the minute.
Reza, what do you mean it's empty?
I can't find anything in the cart. Nothing in the barrels, the boxies. There's no items here, magical or otherwise, that I can find.
Well, the cart was the job. Let's get the cart back and see what old Mac has to say for himself.
Right. And Garrett, do you need a hand?
No, I'm okay.
It's got images now, just Garrett just holding Cypher down in the back of the wagon, just trying to bandage him up. Cypher's kicking.
How's Jed?
Bleeding, but I'm all right. I'll make it back to the tavern.
Let me take the reins. I'll drive. You patch yourself up. I'm not hurt.
Patch myself up. All right.
Garrett's there with the needle, big grin on his face.
I mean, do you really want the vampire to bandage you?
Fine. Jed climbs into the back with Garrett and Cypher, and it's snug as a fucking rug now.
Reza clucks at the horses, and we keep moving back to the Baron's Folly.
Give me another one for Jed, Garrett. Same again, 1D,
Oh my God.
1d4.
Hey, it wasn't a crit fail. We're good.
Roll another 1d4.
Glad Sylvie's training isn't wasted, I tell you.
What's he really been doing with the nun?
Well, no, as I say, to be honest with you, this is kind of what I've been waiting for, is practical use of it. So fear not, good sir, I've got you. All right, so you get 2 HP returned as Garrett begins tending to the bandages. I mean, granted, you're in the back of a wagon. Even though it's slowed down, there will still be bumps in the road, which means he can't really do a fully decent job of it.
In the interim, I'm self-medicating with the 4th tier bottle that I got from Francis earlier.
Eventually, you begin to hit the more known parts of lower streets, taking a right-hand turn onto the stretch of road where the Baron's Folly resides, and you see just off to your left the slightly opened courtyard and the entrance to the Baron's Folly. Bring the cart in, out front, dismount, and storm past Falco and one of the guards who's like, "Oh, welcome back, how did it? Oh, you look like shit."
I'm not okay.
Hey, and Falco just pushes the door open as you all storm in to the Baron's Folly.
Where's Mac?
Mac is sat at the far end of the Folly with Mason directly next to him. Mac's got his feet on the table. and he
No,
looks
got
over.
finish description, yeah.
All right, go for it.
Gentlemen,
Oh, welcome back.
right, well, haven't we got red on our faces? Fancy a chat upstairs, both of you?
You look like shit. Fucking hell. Oh. Yeah, of course, why not?
And Asmund looks over his shoulder, sees Cypher and Jed, looks at Mac, and immediately, oh, what the fuck did you send them on? Don't. Alright. Head up to your room, or do you want it in mine? He looks towards Garrett and Reza.
I think yours would be best for this, Osmond.
Alright. Asmund turns to Mac, and you just hear a low growl roll out from his throat. What the fuck have you done, you stupid bastard? Mac just smiles and then motions for the group to head upstairs.
Jed will follow behind Mac.
Mac's, still handless. He's and seems pretty nonchalant about it all as he struts upstairs. Asmund enters his room along with the rest of you. Cypher, are you stepping in as well?
No.
No?
Cypher's gonna go to his room. He's like, I'm out. Fuckers, I'm out.
So as you step
As
inside...
Cypher goes, I palm him something.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
So as you step in, Jed, you're the last one to enter the room. Asmund drops into his chair, motions for Jed to close the door, which is promptly followed. And Asmund just stares daggers towards Mac.
Jed slumps down on the floor and leans up against the door.
Right, before you open your fucking cocksucker, he points to Mac. Are you alright? And he motions over to Jed, Garrett, and Reza.
I've not a scratch on me, but these two took a bit more of a beating along with Cypher.
Oh, we'll be alright.
I was not touched, but the boy nearly had his fucking throat ripped out.
Asmund nods slowly and turns to Mac. Alright. That, my friend, was not what we are fucking agreed on now, was it? No. No, a little job, you said. A little fetch quest, you said. No danger, you said. Mac takes position and sits opposite Asmund and sticks his feet crossed on Asmund's desk.
Well, looks like I was wrong, doesn't it? Don't worry about it. Look, you all came back, not dead. Worse things could have happened.
At this point, Reza is just gonna stare at Mac like, Why is he so nonchalant about this? What is he hiding?
Do you say that?
No, this is her
okay.
inner monologue, but she's
Okay.
like, she kind of wants to insight check him. Like, is he a fucking vampire?
I mean, I would say, yeah, roll an insight. Yeah, throw me an insight up. Let's see. You know, if you can try and gauge his current state of mind and character. So you don't get the inkling of him being undead or like that. He just seems relatively calm and chill, as if he's done you a favor.
So, Asmund, since Soul Messiah's here, and Jed looks at him as he's kind of fingering his chest wounds, is going to be light on the facts. He sent us out to recover what he told us was product of yours that he was holding in store.
Hey, and that's what it should have been.
Well, what we got was an empty cart and a vampire and skeletons out of a graveyard.
A desecrated graveyard, which goes without saying, but...
At this, Mac leans forward, offers a shit-eating grin to the entire room.
Well, the fact that you're all stood here now says to me that said the old vampire is dead, yeah?
Vampire is dead. But we don't appreciate being led into a trap.
They were expecting you.
Ah, of course they were.
Plus-
Look, I've done you a lot of favour, right? And here's why. Here's why.
You better make it good.
Oh, this is going to be beautiful. You're going to love it. I believe you've all heard of a nice little friend of ours called Envara Taban, yeah?
Yep.
Little bitch that she is.
And he just picks up a random object off of Asmund's desk and just begins to look over it.
Little bitch that she is has got friends in high places that she has. Very high places. Very high places that look down on this entire city. And you lot, through using my beautiful, beautiful name, have just cut the head off of one of her top associates and contacts to said High Court. Well done! I think a drink's in order for that, don't you?
Jed is currently necking his bottle of liquor.
Rez is watching Asmund's reaction.
Asmund's got the look of someone who just can't believe what he's heard. Let me get this straight. You have just involved my people in the court's fucking games. Is that what you're saying, Mac? Mac just grins widely.
I wouldn't say I've got them involved in the games, but we've certainly taken one of the chess pieces away that wants to fuck us over. Is that, or is that not, a win? Now, granted, yep, maybe I could have said, yeah, you know, I'm going to send you into a graveyard to deal with a vampire. Now, if I'd have said that, your response to me would have been, Mac, are you out of your mind? Not a fucking chance. Ain't that right?
And at that he turns
Well, I
around.
certainly guarantee you, going forward, the response to anything you tell us is going to be fuck off.
What do you want us to do, boss? She says, looking at Asmund.
Asmund strokes his beard for a moment and for the moment. Take this piece of shit downstairs, toss him into the fucking cellar. I don't want to see him for the next week while I think on what the fuck we're going to do about all this mess.
On it.
And
Jed
as working
stands up.
relationships go,
Okay.
we have no working relationship. Our jobs come from Asmund. I don't even want to speak.
Yep. Feelings mutual. And Jed stands up and walks over to Mac, grabs him behind his collar.
Actually, before you go,
Yep.
do me a favor. Drag this bastard in front of Cypher for me, would you? Make sure the lad takes a damn good look at Mac. Like a real damn good look.
Okay.
Also, Asmund, just as you're about to drag Mac out the door. That deal, Mac. Instead of that fucker gone, we'll keep whatever it is as collateral, and you see Asmund just raise a single middle finger towards Mac. And Mac turns around, looks at Jed.
Well, I think I did good. And don't you worry, you know, I've spent worse time than in a dark, dank cellar. You'll drag me out when you need me.
Are you fucking touched or something?
I don't know, why do you want to come join me down there?
Fuck no.
Take me away, jailer.
Jed escorts him down the hallway toward our room.
Asmund will just quickly whistle towards Garrett before you depart, just to stay behind for a second. While, so yeah, Jed, over to you. What do you do?
So I walk up to our room and softly knock on the door before I lead him in there.
Okay.
Cypher, we're gonna give our friend Mac here some separate accommodations, but before we do, I'd like you to take a nice long look at his face and remember it for all time.
Okay, but first, can you get the lid off this? he hands him a healing potion that he's been trying to get the cork out of.
Jed, with one hand still on Mac, brings the healing potion up to his teeth and pulls the cork out with his teeth. A practice gesture from his years of drinking, and hands the healing potion back.
Is this where fucking Asmund has you lot sleep? Oh, fucking hell, what a dive. What a dive.
Oh yeah, you trying to offer us better accommodations?
Hey, I mean, you've proven your worth. You got rid of a nice little vampire fucker, so, hey.
Yeah, go
I'll
fuck
take you on.
yourself.
Mac just grins once again, in this real smug, shitty fucking expression that crosses his face.
Ah, well, can't blame a man for trying that, can you?
So I gotta go. How good of a look?
The best you can, Cypher.
Come on, get close.
Okay. Well, first, and Cypher pulls out a dagger and stabs his shadow.
Ooh.
Just don't move.
Wait, you stabbed your own shadow or you stabbed Mac's shadow?
For a
Mac shadow.
moment, Mac just seems to... let's see. What would we say? Wisdom saving throw. As the shadow is punctured through, you see Mac for a moment just shudder and shake. And through sheer force of will, granted, there is some strain. It almost looks as if the man's straining against iron chains, but he just continues leaning, inching forward to Cypher with this awkward grin on his face.
You're gonna have to try a little harder than that to keep Mac down.
Okay. And he's just gonna put his hand on his shadow and just take just a little bit of his shadow and eat it.
Roll me 1d4. Immediately, as you would notice, Jed, that like black strings are pulled away, and a part of what can only be described as Mac's own shadow is torn away in Cypher's grasp. And that
Jed is upset and does not react. Jed's upset at Mac and doesn't react at all to this. He doesn't feel bad in the least.
Mac grits his teeth as if in pain, but he tries his best not to show it.
Okay, that's pretty good.
All right. Thank you, Cypher. Drink that potion now.
Okay.
And Jed whips Mac back around and quickly begins to usher him downstairs, holding his good arm behind his back.
He seems pretty complacent, you know. He's not fighting against it. He, you know, and as he makes his way down the spiral staircase into the tavern, the sound of shouts and cheers from the punters echo around. You know, the drunken discussions, and he's like,
Oh, bring out your dead. Although they're sentencing me in a locked up place. But don't worry, I'll see all you lot very soon. Oh.
Just pushing him along.
Yeah, he's pushed into the back, and you escort him down to the cellar. Reza, what were you doing in all this? Are you hanging in Asmund's office, or are you watching?
Reza had not moved yet from Asmund's office. Kind of almost waiting if there's any final orders or to be dismissed.
Hey, Rez, before you, in fact, both of you will do actually get in here. Close that door behind you for a second. Asmund motions to both of you to remain.
The two psionic daggers that were in Garrett's hands now disappear.
Hey, don't be so hasty. Got a job for you. This time a proper one. Hey. Oh, fucking hell. Alright. I don't know exactly what the fuck his goal or plan is, but if there is some sort of element of truth to whatever thing you thought being tied to Andvala, then I want that investigating. I want to know if there is if she has some sort of fucking ties to some blood cult up top. Second job. I want Mac's men under my command. And I don't care how ye do it. You catch my drift.
A simple choice then. Join or the other thing.
Well, due to our talents that we have at my disposal, I dare say you'll lot put your head together and one way or another, not only do I want his men, I want every single piece of shite he owns. Don't care if it is literal shit in a barrel. Whatever he has and holds dear now belongs to me. And by extension, you, of course.
He said his second was still possibly alive. Do you know who that is?
I can't remember his name, but he's a big orc. A really big fucking evil bastard, and to be honest with you, I would much rather not have him with us.
Understood. But he might have information of where things are stashed, being his second in command.
Aye, Aye. So, basically all I'm asking you, two things then. One, whatever Mac has, now I want under our control. And two, find out about this fucking connection with potential vampires, the court, and Vartaban. If she has got the backing of someone higher up, then, well, we may have to rethink our strategy going forward.
Garrett, that creature did a bit of chatting before we revealed what he was. Did you get an impression from what he said that she's working for him, or at least whomever he is working for?
I believe she was working for the people he was working for. The thing was gloating.
Yes. And it implied that it had been searching for Mac for a long time. I think it said.
Things that Mac had stolen were of interest to the people he works for. So
Alright. Well,
So
sadly, the items that I was gonna give you were supposed to be in that fucking wagon, so
given all that, Osmond,
how what?
how deep do you want us to dig onto this one? Like, when did we fuck off is what I'm asking.
Fucking hell, that's a question. You know what? If you think it's too big and something that needs to stay over our heads, just don't even fucking tell me. Find what you can. Bring me what you can. If you think this is a little bit too deep, too much trouble for what we do, then, well, like a turd, we'll just snap it off and fucking leave it.
Oh, and by the way, Mac told us where that shit came from.
Fucking curse he did. His last final fuck you, Asmund. Aye. Riley Estate. Crimson Court.
pulls the dagger out.
Can't hear you.
from his belt.
Sorry, Lee. Say that again, sorry.
Don't know how things change.
I know.
And now it's beautiful.
I've just turned it up all the way.
Fuck it. Have it all.
Holy shit.
So I pulled the dagger out.
Uh-huh.
That was Max.
Yeah.
What do we do about this? Because this obviously came from the same place.
Alright, I'll lay it out straight with you. From what we knew, I mean, granted, this is years back. The estate's been abandoned, no one's been seen since. So we thought we'd grab what we could. Granted, a few people died, a few, well, that's beside the point, but there is a chance that, you know, the original owners, or perhaps maybe someone else, got wind of where the shit went. I don't care. If you want to keep it, fair, be on your head. If you want to get rid of it, I understand.
Okay. Now I'd have to worry about giving it back. I take the dagger in my offhand. And Sina Kenji runs up the blade. And in my main hand, an exact replica of the dagger starts to form. and as the new dagger forms, the old dagger starts to disintegrate until it's no more.
Reza
And I've
gives
got
a low whistle.
And I've got a perfect replica of that knife with all of its abilities in my Sonic dagger. They'll never
Nice.
find it again. And it winks out of existence.
Ah. Well, with a relieved grin, Asmund nods. Good. Oh, that's one less thing to fucking worry about. Oh, is it me or it's just shit fucked? Where was the nice easy days of just having to worry about the local gang down the end of the street who, you know, wanted to fucking beat some of your lads up? Why are we being fucking targeted?
It's almost like someone has put the ire of those above.
And the only surviving people from that time's me, Mac, and Morgan.
And by the way, Asmund, I don't know if it's important or not, but they were doing like triple or quadruple the hangings today than they normally do by the Canadian Gate earlier
Alright.
today. Yeah. A couple blokes from, I remember from the thanks table.
Really? Well, it looks like your efforts are paying off then. Do us a favour, just keep an eye out up on the Carnelian Gate, on the gallows. Maybe even pop a little north to, fucking, what's the gate up north called? Is it the Obsidian Gate? No, it's not. It's
Bloodstone
fucking
Gate.
Bloodstone Gate. What the fuck am I on about? Why would you call it that? God damn, fucking Bloodstone Gate.
You're the
Right.
boss. I'm the yes man. Come on now.
You get out of here more than I do. I just sit in. Anyway, look, regardless, what I need you a lot to do is, at least if nothing else, keep an eye on the Carnelian Gates gallows and the Bloodstone Gates gallows. Just see what's going on over there. Make sure, you know, if we can get a few more of that bitch's men hung, I dare say that does Ollie a good favour.
Resonance.
Hey. One last thing. Seems like you're going to be needing it, and you've putting in hard work. He takes a wooden, like a 4-tray wooden carryall from underneath his desk, and in there sits 4 blood-coloured potions with a slight reddish light emanating from them. Don't have too many of them. They are rare as fuck to buy and pretty damn expensive, but these hidden potions should at least, again, if you get into a shite situation like last time, just hand one out to each of you.
Give mine to Safer.
Which actually brings me to another point. Where is, well, fucking, what's her name? Vanya?
Dunno.
Haven't seen her in ages.
Oh well, I mean, it's less money for me to pay out, so I don't care, but still, unexpected. Not seen her in a while, not heard nothing from her. Think she's dead?
Hope not.
She's probably off chasing butterflies or something.
Aye. Alright, well look. I think I've been as honest as I can be. Anything else you want to ask?
Reza glances at Garrett. I've one more thing, but Garrett first, if he has any more.
If you get any information out of Mac about his men, drop it to us.
Well, actually, I'm hoping that you two and the rest of you will take on that little role for me. You seem to be pretty good at it. As I said, don't care how it's done. Just that it is done.
Okay.
Asmund nods slowly. Anything else, Garrett?
No, I'll take my leave.
Alright, good. I'm going to pull up a pew a second, by the way, Reza. Asmund points to the chair opposite where Mac was sat several minutes before.
Right, well, I wasn't expecting it to take that long, but sure. What's up, boss?
Oh, I just want to know, have you managed to get that fucking potato off your shoulder? Just be out with it. You were
She grins wryly. Let's just say that I'm a fucking idiot and leave it at that.
Well, I mean, I could have told you that.
I know. But,
Hey.
Hmm?
I was going to say, as much as it pains me to fucking say it, you're alright. And the rest of them are. You're all alright. Hell, I don't know if I'd even be fucking stood and sat here now if it weren't for you lot, so I don't let Jed know that. He'll be fucking...
I fuck no.
Yeah, I'll owe him far too many fucking beers and he'll drink me out of fucking business. But... No, and with that, Asmund lowers his brow. So, got any more questions, issues that you want to sort of throw at me?
Not throw, but respectfully ask. Boss.
Alright, well, go on then. Well, just stop fucking hell. Just spit it out then.
I was just curious, you know who my dad was?
No. No, I do not.
Did she get a sense that he's telling the truth on this one?
Roll me an insight check. He's sketchy.
Alright, I was just, I don't know, I just was wondering if that might have had anything to do with why you took me on, but probably not. Anyway, it's just something been on my mind, didn't want to let it boil over or anything.
Look, do us a favour, next time you get like that, just grab Falco, I don't care if he's on the door, just grab Falco or just someone and just fuck off for half hour. Yeah. And go on.
Wow, my needs are not that simple, Asmund. I'm not a bloody man.
Well, shame, because it certainly solves a lot of my issues.
I
Now,
know.
look, if they've got no other issues, then let me know what you find.
Yes, boss. She gets up to leave.
As she steps outside the door, Garrett's leant up against the doorframe.
She turns to look at him like she expected him to be there and raises her eyebrows.
And she says, "Glad you two are buried the hatchet." And strolls off towards their bedroom to see how Cypher is.
Cypher's busy tonguing the bottle. He doesn't know if he likes it. He's like, bleh.
Do you drink that potion?
No.
Did you?
No, I don't like it.
Did it make you feel better though?
Do I have to? Okay, I'll do it.
I wouldn't give you something bad.
True. Oh. With that, he'll down the potion, and then he'll be like, bleh, bleh, bleh. It's not good.
Oh, but how's your neck feel now?
Itchy.
Mm-hmm. Means it's healing.
So,
Okay.
anyone got anything left further that they wish to add?
No, I think we're good.
All right. I'm going to close us out with a last scene then. Jed,
Yes.
as you are departing the cellar, having tossed Mac into a corner, chained him up, maybe left him a little bit of food, but again, he won't be going anywhere. You make your way back into the kitchen, and Francis, without looking at you, puts a hand out on your chest and stops you.
Jed, never having seen anything this forward from Francis, stops in his tracks and looks down at his hand. Yeah?
This morning. Huh? This morning. You had a bottle. You had a bottle, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, what's the rule now? Eh? You remember? Do you remember? Because I do. When you buy a bottle, with a coin, you get two. I know I'll get you one.
I gotta be honest, Francis, I completely forgot.
No. No, because I was there and I'm like, well, I remember when we sat down with Esmond, he said you give him two bottles for the coin, so I'll get you one. So, this time, where you want to put your bottle? Where from? I'll go and get it for you.
Yeah, if it's not too much trouble, if you could reach all the way up to the top and grab me one of them, that'd be great.
No, one of the old ones that doesn't sell.
Yeah, the ones you can't get rid of. I'm gonna do Asmund a favor.
That's how I gotta do it. You got them.
So as you stay in the kitchen, Francis turns around, steps out, and you just hear what? No, the top. What are you doing? No, not the top shelf.
Hang off. It's for dinner.
Julia, dinner.
Yeah, husband said about a bottle and that's having to get one because you pay for coin.
I don't understand. You know what? Fine. Just if it's for Asmund and dinner, then yes, whatever. Just take one. And with that, Francis just takes one of the bottles off the top shelf. It's this really highly decorated, ornate-looking bottle with brandy that's probably like 150, 200 years old. This thing, is ancient as fuck. And, even to the point where Francis gets a barrel to stand up and looks for the thing that's been, furthest at the back of the shelf. Normally, again, potentially something that may have been stolen at some point from a noble's house and tossed up for safekeeping, but, he just... One strolls back into the kitchen. Sort of fists it straight into Jed's chest with a bit of force.
Square. There you go.
Jed takes the bottle and, like, gently cradling it, looks down at it, and knows he probably shouldn't have been given this by Francis. And he knows that the bar is open. So, thank you, Francis. Thank you. Just give me 1 second here. And Jed sets the bottle down on the counter tucks his shirt in, and then slips the bottle up against his body between his shirt and his body.
Okay.
I'm just gonna keep this here for, for safekeeping, and I'm gonna head on up to the room.
No, I don't give a fuck.
Okay, all right. Thank you, Francis. Thanks for making our deal square. I'm gonna go see how Cypher's doing.
All right.
Jed walks out of the kitchen and he's got this weird bulge on his offside, like away from Julian.
Yeah. I mean,
He's
he wouldn't
kind of
notice.
cradling it.
Julian wouldn't notice anyway.
He's blind.
Oh, he's blind, huh?
He is. Yeah.
He's-
All he knows is that he heard the bottles rattling.
Oh.
He knows where people are in the tavern, so he knows who's who. He can tell by the their sounds. But he can't see. He is blind.
How did I miss that he was fucking blind?
I think that was first week.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I wasn't here first week.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Julian's blind. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I'm just imagining Jed in this moment having something so precious that he forgot Julian's blind and he's trying to sneak anyway.
Yeah. Imagine Julian like sort of Daredevil.
Sure. Well, given that knowledge, Jed's still gonna hold it in his shirt because he doesn't want anybody else to see, and he's gonna quickly walk past the bar, head toward the stairs, and head back to the room.
I'm envisaging a Looney Tunes style tiptoe.
Yep.
Oh, fucking hell. And on that, I say we end it there for tonight. That was a good one.
Well, it was good. Look forward to have our resident bard back next week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely. Got a lot of filler in. It's going to be a session just telling her what's happened.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah. Looking forward to the return of Vanya.
I'm looking forward to hearing where she's been.
I am, but I'm not. Yeah. I am, but I'm not. Because it's going to be some crazy ride. All right. Well, on that one, any closing statements?
Good night, Chad.
Okay.
I am okay.
We're okay.
Nice.
No natural
Alright.
ones next week.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
Yes, that's your fault for basically coming in with a resub like, no, all the natural ones.
Yeah, you kind of fucking jinxed yourself, didn't you?
I thought I got him out of the way last night in Simbarum.
No, not a chance. Well, I am going to get you just to roll like 100 dice this week, Lee. Just in prep to warm up Foundry. All right. With that, then, I am going to blow my eardrums out and mute you lot up. All right, everyone. Oh man, thank you very much for joining us for episode 8 of Pariahs. Hope you all enjoyed it. There's definitely memes. So I'm going to pop us over to the ending screen. We'll find someone to raid, and I will just offer some thanks while I do that. So bye. Very quickly, Mythic JJ, thank you for the resub. Durs, thank you for the 26-month resub. Lee with the 38 months. And again, Lee's comment was, let the natural ones come as they will, and they certainly did. So yeah, honestly, everyone, thank you kindly for the support. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, let's go find someone to raid. Also, I hope everyone enjoyed their Easter, including you, Miss Sonic Kill. Hope you had a good time. Who is streaming? That's the question. That is the question. Who's doing the D&Ds that we can raid? Yeah, you know what? Let's head over to this stream. Someone doing D&D tonight. My first game, so someone's first ever game of D&D by the sounds of it. Sweetie Susie. Let's head over there and see what they're up to. Show a bit of support. So, raid. Boom. Let's go. So yeah, once again, everyone, thank you for your time. Thank you for tuning in, and I will see you all, if not before, next Sunday for more Pariahs. Bye.